Thank you guys so much for watching Rabbit TV. Right now we're at the Running Rabbs Relay. My name's Mariah Moctezuma and I'm with,
Lily Hooker.
and we're getting ready for some track.
We are. I mean, we have some really fast competitors out there today.
We
like,
do.
it's not just, I mean, yeah, gotta say it. Atlanta, we got some fast people. But, I mean, Lindale, I do not know what grade this kid is in or how old he is or anything, but he is fast.
Yes.
I mean, I watched him run a couple races earlier. He is incredibly fast.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I was in shock. Like,
I think we're gonna see plenty more.
oh yeah. I mean, Ellie's got a few good ones. I mean, there's some really fast ones at Ellie. I mean, who else? Marshall's got some good ones. Hooks too. I mean, all of them really. Dangerfield too. I mean, like, there's so many good and speedy athletes out there that it's just, I mean, it's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Fun to see who.
And we're gonna start with
Fun
the
to see who takes home the gold.
Yeah, we're gonna start with the finals, and for the first, we're gonna start with a 4x100 relay.
4x100 relay. Relay. Sorry about that, guys. Relay. Okay.
We're gonna start with the JV girls.
JV girls. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to think.
I think with also like running like fast people, they also make some funny faces.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Especially Mr. Jalarian Andrews. He makes some funny faces, especially when he's jumping. Definitely. They're so focused. They're locked in. They're ready to go. And I mean, today it's cold.
Yeah.
So everybody mostly that are down there are wrapped up in blankets or a couple jackets. It's cold. So, I mean, I don't blame them. I mean, we have a Kona ice truck out here, too. Coach Miller decided that we were going to get that on probably the coldest track meet so far.
Very smart.
So,
Coach Miller's just definitely smartest.
He's the smartest.
And right now we can see like a few just getting ready, getting prepared.
Oh, yeah. There's a couple out there working on handoffs and getting ready to see who takes it home. I would like to brag on PG right now. The last race that I watched that had Zay Johnson, I think that's, if I'm correct, yeah, Zay. He is fast, very fast, and I just want to brag on that. I mean, he's incredibly fast, and that's all I can really say. He's fast.
Yeah, I agree with
That's
you.
what we need here is the speed. That's the whole point in track: running, jumping, throwing, all of that, and he's got it. He's fast.
100%.
I couldn't do it ever.
No.
Like that's not me. I can't do it.
Right now we have Miss Reinhardt,
Yes,
principal
Miss
of our school,
Reinhardt
back
is here.
with us. You probably can hear them back there
Yeah,
talking.
you can. See, we have a lot of teams here on the field.
Yes.
Like, it's not just your local Texarkana teams. We have Marshall, who else? Lindale, Nacogdoches.
Yeah.
Trying to think.
They had to get up early this
They
morning.
did, and I would probably cry if that was me. I woke up, rolled in here to get to the field about 10, 15 minutes late, and I walked down here with my blanket wrapped around me and stood there for a good 15 minutes before I was finally awake. So, and I mean, it's nice to see all the kids out there. They're ready to do their event, but they're also having fun. They're doing everything the way they want to do it.
Yeah,
But they're still, they're having fun. They're being themselves,
and that's what keeps a lot of them in any kind of sport, like having fun with it and having a good supportive team.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think, what we've seen from this morning, and like on here, like these kids playing around, like they're all having fun, and
oh yeah,
everyone has someone.
like, yeah, when it's time for their stuff, they're out here, they're warming up, they're practicing, they're getting ready. But other than that, like, if they're done with their events, you're going to see them down here on the field,
Talking.
having fun, doing what they please, but not getting in trouble. So let's remember that. They're just, and I mean, half of them you see are done with their events and they're out there late on the track asleep. And I don't blame them at all whatsoever. Because if I had to be out here that long, I would be taking such a nap. See, down there we have Zay Johnson right now, and he is working on his handoff. He's very fast. Like, he's just so fast. He's a former Atlanta Rabbit. I feel like we should speak on that. He left us to go to PG.
And there's
nothing wrong with that. He's been able to expand his talent there, and I'm very proud of that. But he is a former Atlanta Rabbit.
So he has many supporters.
He has
all over the
so
place.
many supporters. Just because he left us, doesn't mean that we don't still support him, even though he is somewhere else. We do support him though, and I'm very proud of the stuff that he's accomplished, especially during football season. I like to brag about that too. He showed out during football season.
Yes.
PG, all of PG's players just showed out during football
100%.
season. They had a couple freshmen on there for varsity for football, and they showed out too. I mean, like it was great. I just had to brag on that. I couldn't help it.
Yeah.
Sorry y'all have to hear this background noise, but
there's a lot of people back here.
We are in the press box today, so we're
not in the cold.
We are not out in the cold. We are up here. It is warm with drinks and snacks, and we are living.
Having fun. We're getting ready.
We are.
I'm excited.
I'm ready to see them run. I am. I turn on full mom mode when I see my friends come around that curve. I'm screaming, I'm yelling, I'm excited, I'm ready.
Yeah, and you know a lot of people.
Oh, I do. I know people from everywhere. I mean, I have friends all over Texarkana, all of that. It's just, I'm a people person, so I like being able to support all my friends and not just base my friend group off of one school.
Yeah, I agree.
I expand my bases here. I spent a lot of my time during basketball season in LE.
Yeah.
That was where I spent my time. I came to Atlanta games.
Yeah,
we know that. I did. I came and watched a few. But I spent a lot of my time out there watching Kadrian Blaylock do his thing on the court. And he showed out. He did. He got out there. He did his thing. He didn't mess around. And he was always hot and ready with those threes. I got to tell you, he never once... I mean, everybody has some errors, but he never once would purposely go out there and try to let you down.
Yeah.
He's also a former Atlanta Rabbit, which is crazy. I mean, we have a lot of people that have up and left and went to new places just to expand themselves, and it's nice to see that happen because
yeah, I get what you're saying.
Y'all know, y'all understand. Speaking of Ellie, Prevo is hot out there. He's speedy, he's fast. He's good at every sport he does.
He is.
I have to admit that. Now, he gets on that football field and he lights it up. And keep in mind, he's only a freshman.
Yeah.
He is only a freshman. And he goes out there and he shows up, does everything he needs to do and does it right.
And that reminds me of Carlasia Adams.
Oh, Carlasia is
amazing at everything.
She is. It's never a dull moment with Carlasia. Never a dull moment. And she always has a good attitude. That's what I love about Carlasia. She doesn't sit there and she's like, oh, I can't do this. I'm going to do it till I get it right.
Exactly, yeah.
And that's just how it is.
We'll give you more information just shortly.
That's just...
And... yeah,
that's just how she is. That's just what she does. That's just her. I mean, not only does it remind me of Carlasia, but
First ball.
there's so many athletes out there like that. Like I can't even explain it.
Not that if I was like one of those people, I would definitely brag about it.
Oh yeah.
And in a minute, we're going to see an interview from Keely Youngblood with Coach Miller. And we're going to go down to the field right now,
Varsity
actually.
boys pole vault. 5th place from Redwater is Morrow. 4th place from Atlanta, Swanson, Chris Swanson. 3rd place.
I'm Keely Youngblood, and I'm here with
Coach Miller.
So you're the one that sets all these meets up, and you do a really good job. So how is it? Like, what all do you actually have to do?
Oh, I mean, it's not just me. It's my whole staff. It's Brandon Prince and his tech department. I mean, it's not just getting the hurdles and the cones and all that out here. It's getting all the entries in, getting workers assigned to all the events. It's getting kid workers assigned. It's doing schedules. Especially with prom today, the schedule has been pretty complicated, but, you know, when it's just nitpicky things, you know, we want to make it good, you know, making a hospitality room, planning a lunch, you know, making sure there's restrooms for everybody, you know, so it's a lot it's hard to make a list, but it is a lot.
Yeah. Prom has really gotten in the way of a few things, I know.
Yeah, but we didn't want kids to have to choose, so we just worked and got a schedule together. We knew we could get them out of here by 4 o'clock, so that's the plan.
Well, thank you.
3rd place from Liberty Ilo Block. 2nd place from
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But you know, true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
Garage door or just need repairs? Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
Here, we provide quality materials for your dream home, and Atlanta ISD provides quality educational opportunities to help students pursue their dream futures. Red River Lumber and the Design Center is proud to be a continued supporter of Rabbit TV.
Many people go blind to the opportunities in their own town. Visit places like Terry's Treasure, Cobblestone Interiors, Rocking A Boutique, and many more to find your needs. Shopping locally not only improves the environment around you, it also improves relationships in your town. So remember to support the Rabbs by getting some local grabs.
School. 2nd place from Nacogdoches Queens. 1st place.
All right.
Welcome back, guys.
That was a really good interview. Thank you to Keely.
Thank you.
She's such a social little butterfly.
She is, and we love her for going out there and taking care of those things, because if it wasn't her, we know I'd do it. So I want to brag on Mr. Cameron Dickerson for a minute. He is just good at all his sports.
Yeah.
He has not ran track, and I don't remember if it was, they said a year or 2 years, but it's been a while since he's done it.
Yeah.
And I mean, he got out on that track last week at the Texas High Meet, and he ran his little butt off. And I mean, I was so proud because he tries, he puts his effort and his whole heart into all this stuff, and he leaves all the negative energy and all that.
And he's always so fun to be around.
He is.
Yeah.
He always has good spirits. I mean, if you catch him in a bad mood, I'll pray for you. But he always has good spirits, high hopes, and you don't ever catch him in a bad mood.
Yeah.
Now, football season, different story.
Yeah.
He gets stressed, he gets upset, but at the end of the day, he leaves all that negative energy on the field.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to see. That's what you want from that. Like, you don't want to come out there with a bad attitude, because then you're gonna play bad. You're gonna play terrible. You're gonna.
Everything's about mindset.
Yeah, you're not gonna go out there and do how you think you're gonna do if you go out there thinking, this sucks. This is terrible.
Yeah.
No, you got to go out there thinking, I can do this. We're going to do it. We're going to win. And we're going to do it together as a team.
And then it's 100% that you're going to
Exactly. And not only Cam, but Isaiah Chandler. He, when it comes to track, he gets out there and he turns into like, it's like he has super speed.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest here, he's so fast and he doesn't care about people like what they think, what they say. Like, he goes out there and he does it for him.
Yeah, and we have a video on Facebook and Instagram about running like Ike.
Running like Ike.
Yes, I would definitely go check that out.
I would. Ike is just, he's,
Here's the point total.
who wouldn't want to do anything like Ike?
Yeah.
He's so hilarious and he's great. He also always has fun spirits. He's always laughing and in a good mood. So.
McLeod 1, Dangerfield 2, Prairieland 6, Liberty 6, Hallsville 8.
So,
Pardon me, this is for JV boys. JV boys, let me start over.
We have
McLeod 1,
prom
Dangerfield 2,
going on later.
Prairieland 6,
After
Liberty
this,
6, Hallsville 8,
we have
Redwater
prom.
22, Atlanta 39, Marshall
Many of the
47,
players are going to prom,
51.
and they didn't.
JV
I think,
girls.
like you heard Coach Miller saying, they didn't want people to pick, so they moved the schedule around to where they didn't have to pick. They could do
Yes.
both. And some people, they said that it was okay that if they didn't want to show up today, they said that was okay. But
They-
this is their senior prom.
Because it is. And I mean,
Once in a lifetime thing.
like, nothing against them at all. It's one track meet. I mean, they have many more to go through before the season's over. And senior prom is once in a lifetime. Like, and I know a lot of the girls are getting their hair and makeup done right now. So if y'all are watching to see the boys and girls run, good luck, have fun, be safe.
Yes, be safe.
Be very safe. Stay away from any bad stuff. Just be safe, go, have fun, and be you.
Yes.
That's all I can really say about that.
Definitely have fun.
Yes.
Like I said, we're going to start off first with JV girls, 4x100 meter
Relay. I think we both messed up on that word last time we brought it up. I want to shout out to our yearbook staff while we're on here. They go down there and they go to all these events, not even just track, but basketball games, football games. They go to every single bit of it.
And they're going to prom tonight, too.
They are going to prom tonight.
Not just to have fun, just to take pictures.
They are going to take pictures and they're going to give you guys what you want. And that's
to capture
the memories. And not only is it just to put them in the yearbook, because not all of these pictures make it into the yearbook. They do it because people that are out here for track and stuff ask them, will you take my picture?
Yeah.
Will you do this for me, please? And that's what they do.
Yeah, and in like 20 years, they're gonna be very thankful for that.
They are. And I feel like
It's good to look back on.
it is. It's very good to look back on. Thank you so much, because without you, we would not have the stuff that we have. These memories would be nothing.
This will be final call. Final call for JV girls 4x100, JV boys 4x100, varsity girls 4x100, varsity boys 4x100. Final call. Second call for the 800-meter run. It'll be running this order: JV girls, JV boys, varsity girls, varsity boys. That's second call. We have a debit card that belongs to Antoine Thomas.
So, since Lily here, guys, I just want to comment on how Coach Miller has most of the rowers and people who are already done with their events down here working hard and working on the meet. I mean, we have several people down there in the yellow vest putting out hurdles and putting out the blocks and everything, and just making sure that our people who are running have everything they need and do it without any, what's the word? Not without any harm, but without any trouble. They can do it so easily without Coach Miller having to tell them several times. The only thing I've heard Coach Miller yell about today was how about we need to get down on the field. And not too many people listen to that, so he started screaming. But I think that we finally got the hang of it after a while. As you can see down here on the start, we have them lining up, getting ready to run the next race. I just know they are cold down there. I just know it.
With no sleeves and in shorts.
I don't see how Coach Miller's not freezing. He's been down there all day.
Yeah.
But I mean, most of them run in spandex and the tank tops. So I mean, I know they're cold until they get moving. Speaking of Miss Carlasia,
there she is.
We have her down here on the field getting ready.
And the people in the yellow vests.
Yeah, that's
workers.
Yeah, those are our workers. Like I was saying, they are down there and they were working and doing what they are told to do with no fuss. And we can't see them at the moment. We have our next boys race getting ready here. They're all lining up and everything, getting ready and all that. They're doing it. Yeah, this is the JV girls 4x1.
Yes. There we go. Next is JV boys. Right now we're at JV girls 4x100.
Folks, we want to welcome you to the Atlanta Area Lions Club Gordon Pine Runnin Rabbs Relay. That's a long name to share with you, everybody that's involved in this program. The Atlanta Area Lions Club really works hard to make this event smooth and work well. They have a lot of folks that...
So they're lining up right now for the JV 4x1.
Goes right back to these students. It's to help them and their education, also to help them with those different needs, especially with eye care. They do a great job. So if you would like to help even further, I know these Lions Club folks would love to have you come visit the event. Talk to them about that.
Yes, we can.
And also the event's named after a great coach that coached here for many, many years, Gordon Pine.
Oh, always. I mean,
always elbows me when I start calling.
You're never gonna not see that. I mean, currently right now, for our varsity and JV girls, first place is Nacogdoches. So Nacogdoches has honestly showed up and showed out today. And I've got to say, they have some quick, fast girls. They're never not doing something.
Yeah.
Like, they're always either working on something, but wherever they are on the field, besides the ones who are about to run, I'm not sure where Nacogdoches is down there, but I don't see a lot of Nacogdoches people laying down. So, oh yeah, I see them. They are all getting ready to run their race at the moment. They're down there. They're warming up, getting ready. And for varsity girls, let's see who's in first. We are in first. Atlanta is in first place right now for the varsity girls. And I gotta be honest, I'm kind of shocked Pleasant Grove is in second. I wasn't paying attention to most of the races today while I was down there with Yearbook, and watching Caitlin do her thing. I wasn't really paying attention to who was running what, but I did see a couple Pleasant Grove people out there. Running in, like, we are in first right now. Okay. They just handed it off to, looks like Kim Shepard.
Yeah,
Kim is speedy. Nacogdoches is about to catch her.
And they just did.
Yeah, but that handoff to Zaria. Oh, a little trippy on the handoff. Oh, Zaria is in first.
Zaria, look, she has quite the lead right now.
She does. She is also very fast.
Yes.
So she crosses the line with first place there.
With a little space in between.
With a little space in between. Looks like we got the boys next.
Yes, JV boys, 4x100.
I see Chase Kindred down there. Chase is pretty fast.
He always has the mindset of I can do it.
He does. That is his mindset no matter what sport he's playing, where he is, what he's doing. He doesn't even have to be doing sports.
Yeah.
His thing is, I can do it, I'm going to do it. We got this.
Yeah.
That's just Chase. I could brag on Chase all day if I really wanted to. I really could brag on Chase all day with no shame in it. Chase is just good at sports. That's just what he does. I'm trying to see if I can see who all we have down there running this. Let's see.
I personally can't see it.
Is that Sa Stroman down there? From the looks of it, out there,
For Atlanta.
closest to the visitor stands, that looks like Sa Stroman. Sa really showed out today during the 300-meter hurdles. He got first, I think. He did really well. He's fast. He also has that I can do it mindset. And he's just soft. There's always,
There we can see Chase Kindred
and Carmelo
Henderson.
From PG, that looks. I know his name. I can tell you guys right now. His last name is Castile.
We have
Second exchange and first exchange is ready. Starter, you can begin the race.
Looks Dangerfield. And on this side, for Atlanta, I can't really tell who that is. That looks like Jalarion Andrews, but I don't want to tell you that and be wrong. I don't think that's Jalarion.
All exchanges are ready, Starter.
That is a freshman.
That is a freshman?
We're not
right there? I know that's a freshman, but that looks like Jalarion.
Maybe.
I hate that we don't know who this is, but we don't quite really have a list of who all is running what. Get it together, Miller. We need a list next time. So from the looks of it, if they wouldn't have cut that, I could have been able to tell you if that was Jalarion Andrews or not.
We can definitely hear.
I think that is Ellie running second right there. Very fast. Very fast. Oh, but Marshall, looks like Marshall is taking the lead at the moment.
And then PG right after them.
Yeah, that is.
We're now running first. We have Carmelo Henderson and Chase Kindred for Atlanta. And PG is in the lead right now.
PG is in the lead. Mr. Castile is really taking that first place and running with it.
This is final call for JV Girls 800.
I will give it to PG. They are very fast. They've got some very dedicated to sports people, just some born athletes. I mean,
they make it look so easy.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they have freshmen out there running. They have freshmen out there running so fast, just blowing us away. I'm not exactly sure if any of the freshmen, I'm not sure exactly how they did, but there are a couple freshmen down there. They're good. They're fast. I watched a couple of them earlier. They go out there, they do their thing, and they're just gonna repeat that, you know, throughout.
Yeah, I agree.
Out high school.
Next, we have the varsity girls 4x100, and this was these were the
record
results.
for this particular race was set by Liberty Ilo in 2010 at a time of 47.89 seconds.
JV 800-meter runner, JV girls, be checked in, final call, active coaches, LE, check in.
So running in.
All right, we are back.
Let's see here. Lane 1 is Redwater. Lane 2 is Liberty Ilo. Lane 3 Dangerfield.
Let's see.
Lane 4 Nacogdoches. Lane 5 Marshall.
running next?
Lane 6 Atlanta. Lane 7 Gilmer and lane 8 Pleasant Grove.
I see Shantoya Hurd down here.
Lane, let's see. James 2 is red.
Next, we have the varsity girls.
Yes, Shantoya is down there, and
James 1.
Shantoya's fast.
We have
She
Lane-
is.
James 3 is
Like,
ready.
I
James
would
2
never even compete with her in a
is
race.
ready.
I would get dusted.
Yes.
Let's see. Again, I hate to be this person, but there is this one girl from LE. Her name is Brayley. Track is her sport. I will give it to her. She is what? Third leg for LE in this race, from the looks of it. She is incredibly fast. I mean, she goes out there, and I would, how you said you would never run against Toya, I would never run against her. I would get completely dusted. There is just, she's good. That's her. She just got her baton right now. As you can see, she's slowly making her way up. She's going. Oh yeah. Like I said, here she comes right here. She, with the handoff, she is just great. She's incredible.
And as we were talking about earlier, we can see some of these funny faces.
And Shantoya right now, Miss Shantoya Hurd is taking the lead
Coming
for
with some
Atlanta.
heat.
I'm proud. That's all I can say. Everybody who is here today is showing up and showing out, and they have not put more than 110% into today. And that's nice to see, and that's nice to hear about.
Running in that race, Richardson, Bells, Leitner, Castile for Pleasant Grove in first place.
That was a good race.
It was. Very good. That was a lot of competition in one race.
That was stressful for me, and I wasn't even down there.
I think next we have, what, varsity? Varsity going?
Varsity boys.
Yes.
5 is Marshall, and 4 is
Oh.
The results for the varsity girls 4x100 meter relay was Atlanta in first, Marshall, Nacogdoches, LE,
Dangerfield, Gilmer, Pleasant Grove, and Redwater.
The times you can see on there.
Atlanta had 49.24.
Marshall with 50.07, Nacogdoches with 50.09.
Liberty Ilo with 50.11, Dangerfield with 51.51, Gilmer with 51.62, Pleasant Grove with 52.06, Redwater with 52.84.
Wow. I mean, that wasn't even a big gap between.
Yeah, that was not at all.
They're just a few point seconds behind each other.
Running
Exchange
for
one ready.
Atlanta, I see
three
Peanut
ready.
down there.
We call him Peanut.
We call him Peanut, yes. We have Cooper Swanson in our first leg.
Now
Cooper is incredibly fast. He's fast. It's fun to cheer for Cooper because we know that he's going to go out there and he's going to show out, and that's fun to hear about.
And
Like,
he has many, many, many supporters.
oh yeah, we love Cooper. Like there's
something not to love.
There's nothing not to love about Cooper. I mean, his brother also runs, but his brother is long distance. He runs long distance. He doesn't run the same things as Cooper.
And
but Chris,
they do cross country?
Yes, Chris runs cross country. Chris Swanson goes out there and he puts his all into running, from what I've seen. It is never a dull moment to be around Chris and Cooper, and they are off as we speak.
Yes.
They are going.
See those flames behind them.
You can.
They're about to hand it off.
They are. From the handoff for Atlanta, from the looks of it, I think that is Amani Jackson.
Yeah, I think so.
And then next is Isaiah Chandler. We have Ike. And like I said, never a dull moment with Ike. Ike is going to do his best and he is going to run his heart out. It has been handed off to Peanut. Peanut is now running. And from the looks of it, Peanut is in front of Mr. Prevo at the moment. Like I was saying earlier, Prevo has some intense speed.
Yeah. I think the person who was in the lead of that was Marshall.
I think so, yes.
Not sure who was running for Marshall.
Not sure at all, but I will say that was good to see Prevo and Peanut. They, for a second there, it was head-to-head.
Yeah.
But then for a second, Peanut kicked that speed in and passed them. But I will give it to Prevo. He is such a, like I said, a good multi-sport athlete, and he's gonna give his all no matter what. And that is good to see. But Peanut, he's fast. He's somebody you just can't catch sometimes.
For the 100-meter hurdle, JV girls, varsity girls,
So,
JV boys, and varsity boys.
This weather has me going crazy, honestly.
In the lead for that one, for varsity boys for the 100, was Marshall, and then Atlanta.
And then Liberty Isle, Pleasant Grove, Hallsville, and Redwater.
And the times, Marshall had 42.77, Atlanta had 43.02, Liberty Isle had 43.27.
Pleasant Grove had 44.31. Hallsville had 44.94, and Redwater with 45.52.
Again, like, not that big of a difference between times.
Really, no. They're just so, they're
Right
they're,
there.
they're right there.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But between first and sixth, there were about 3 seconds in between.
Yeah.
Whew. 3 seconds. That changes everything. Just a few seconds. Up next, we have the 800-meter run, starting with JV girls.
Results of the varsity boys 4x100, 6th place Redwater, 5th place Hallsville, 4th place Pleasant Grove, 3rd place LE, 2nd place Atlanta, 1st place. Running for Marshall, Foster Taylor Thomas Robinson, 42.76 seconds.
And they started to run.
They have. I only see one of our Atlanta girls down there, but from the looks of it, she is in 3rd at the moment. Though,
and with this one, you have to pace yourself. You can't just, give it all and run yourself out and then hand it to the next person. You have to pace yourself to get all the way through it at the same speed and then kick it in at the end.
And that's just how it is with long distance. Like, you can't go out there and sprint the whole thing or you're not gonna make it.
Yeah. And I think doing cross country will help that.
Oh, yeah.
Because that teaches you, you know, it helps you. Especially with the different elevations.
Oh, yeah.
And
From the looks of it, Gilmer is in the lead.
running for Atlanta is Addie Giesler. She's a freshman, JV.
Oh. And she is still remaining in 3rd place. And I think, if I'm correct, that is PG coming up close behind her. That is a Pleasant Grove Hawk coming up behind her right there.
And Addie is in 2nd right now.
Yeah.
And then PG and then Gilmer.
As I said, those Pleasant Grove Hawks, they have some speed. That school produces just athlete after athlete after athlete. I mean, it's incredibly crazy to me.
I'm going to have to correct you all. I don't think PG is in the lead. Their uniforms are.
No, PG is not in the lead.
No.
PG was coming up.
They were,
yes. They were. If I cannot tell, yeah, I think that is a Pleasant Grove Hawk that just passed Addie Giesen. That is the same Pleasant Grove Hawk that was behind her over here. That's this. I could not run long distance. That's just something I cannot do.
And Addie, she does do cross country.
She does, yes. Her sister does too, Aurelia. We'll see some of Aurelia in a little bit. Aurelia is...
She's so positive.
She is. We can see Coach Jones coming out of the rope here. He is just ready to tell Addie to push it in. Get it in there. You got it. And that's what I love is the support that Coach Jones and Coach Allen show to their long distance and cross country runners, because they push them to be the best that they can be, and that's all you can really do, and let them handle the rest of it.
Because the coaches, they can never do it for you. They can just do the best for you and motivate you and push you to do everything that you can.
Yes, I agree.
We're going to little zoom in. Runners in. Man, I thought that was tiring.
Oh, yeah.
Who got first in that one. But up next is the JV
This will be the
boys.
JV boys 800 meter.
I see Brennan Allen down there.
Oh, yep. He also does cross country.
He does also do cross country. I see Brennan Allen, Aiden Bolt.
Both are freshmen. Freshmen?
Both are freshmen. They.
And then Ian Bard.
Oh yes, Ian's very dedicated to what he does.
He's also a genius.
He is very smart. From now on, when I need help with Mr. P's class, thank you, Mr. P, for all the work, but I will be calling Ian.
Yes.
Because Lily can just not do it anymore. I mean, I think Ian is... I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Ian cracks me up.
He does.
He does. He's just honestly such a sweet and funny soul. I can't. I know this is getting kind of off track at the moment, but we can't just, we got to find some other things to entertain y'all
Yeah.
about while y'all watch them run. So I kind of want to throw it back to football season for a minute. So
This is final call.
I did not go to very many football games, but I did watch a lot of game day lives. So shout out to Game Day for streaming those because I was at home in my bed the whole time. But the team that I was very proud of this year was Pleasant Grove.
Yes.
And I mean, I know I'm bragging on them a lot, but they show up and show out no matter where they are. I mean, like when it came to football, they did what they needed to do. If I'm remembering correctly, they beat Elite this year in football, and that's been going on for a couple years now. But one thing PG can't do is hold them when it comes to basketball. Because Elite, they went out there and whipped their butts. shout out to those leopards out there. But I'll give it to them. Elite and PG just produce athletes. I mean, I know I keep bringing him up, but Prevo, he's great. He goes out there when it comes to football. He gets on that field, and he's unstoppable.
Yeah.
And I mean, same thing when he's on that basketball court. He's so quick. Like, you need him there, give him 2 seconds and he'll be on the other side of the court. I mean, and like, something about Pleasant Grove and Elite, you cannot stop them. They're always doing something, however it needs to be done. From the looks of it, that is a Pleasant Grove Hawk in the lead as we speak.
And that's quite a gap.
And is that Marshall in second, or is that Elite? I can't tell, but
That's like that's another PG member in second.
it is. Oh
They're
yeah,
going back
I
and
think
forth. Wow.
I
That was
cannot
a gap.
tell if that was Ellie or if that was Ellie or Marshall coming up there behind that Pleasant Grove Hawk. I just know that them and producing these athletes, they're killing us, man.
Yeah.
I mean, something about them.
And I mean, good for those schools. I mean, that.
Oh
impressive.
yeah, and I mean Texas High. I know they are not at this meet, but we were at their meet last week.
Yeah.
So Texas High has some pretty amazing people. I mean,
100%.
like when it comes to any sport, I mean they have some very fast runners. We got in that little predicament last week on who got first place in that one race, and I think that Texarkana their schools just produce athletes, and there's nothing we can do about it. Honestly,
I'm Keely Youngblood, and
looks like
I'm
we have Keely
Christine
Youngblood down
Pruitt.
here with another
What
interview.
school are you
We're
from?
gonna send that
Nacogdoches
down
High
to
School.
her.
Yes.
So you just won, and how did that feel? Like, what was going through your head?
I was really tired, but my mom promised me a new iPhone if I got first. And I haven't ran in a year, so I was really trying to get my time back to what it used to be.
Yeah, that's really good. That's good. Well, you did great. Thank you.
Thank you to Keely for that
Yes,
interview.
thank you, Keely. We are back now, so you can hear us talk about our nonsense about sports that are not track. I don't know.
I think it's good to hear from all of these.
It is. Oh, it looks like we have Miss Kaylin Partain.
Yes, and Lucy Ransom,
Yes.
and
I can't wait to see who puts up more of a fight, KP or our Pleasant Grove Hawks, because as we can see, they've been doing pretty well.
yeah.
It looks like she has a Pleasant Grove Hawk, and I think that the girl beside the girl from Pleasant Grove goes to Lindale. I think that is Lindale. I apologize that I don't fully know my schools, but I was not prepared how many teams were going to be here today.
This is the varsity girls. I think that's
This
Lucy
is.
down there.
This
Cheering
is
on varsity.
that is
Oh.
incredible. Yes.
And Lucy also does cross country. Wow.
I I've seen a lot of freshmen on varsity this year.
Yes.
For a lot of sports. I mean, obviously, Ellie with Prevo, he is steady on varsity for whatever sport he chooses to do. I mean, because he's that good of an athlete.
Yes.
I mean,
and
it's crazy. Blows my mind. He was in 8th grade last year.
Yeah.
He was in middle school, Mariah. I don't think you understand. Like, that's incredible. And then, I mean, football for Pleasant Grove. We had a couple freshmen. One of them was Jalen Foster. He showed up and showed out on football this year, and I'll give that to him. I watched a couple of their games or whatever on live. It was nice to hear his name over the speakers.
Yeah.
So being he's a freshman, I mean, it's incredible. I mean, not only just them, we had quite a few people on varsity this year.
I agree.
For a lot of different sports, and it's just nice to see that people can really get out there and show out like that.
And
that they have that talent.
In middle school, they train them a whole lot in middle school and teach them how high school does it, and it gets them prepared. Right now we have Miss KP in 2nd place. And Lucy's right there in 4th.
Yes. Now, I want to take a quick second to talk about basketball season. Now, basketball season for our Hooks Hornets, that was incredible run they had. Keyshawn really went out there, and that game-winning 3, when I tell you it had me jumping up and down, excited for that team. KP right now is fighting for first place lead with the Pleasant Grove Hawk.
And she's just trying to get.
She is. But I hate to break it, but it looks like Miss KP came in 2nd, and these Pleasant Grove Hawks are just
okay, we gotta go.
Speaking of that, one of their photographers asked us earlier. Me and Caitlin. Caitlin's in your book, guys. She's one of our top photographers. We're down there, and one of their people from PG asked us. They said, "Where are you from?" We said, "Atlanta." They were like, "Oh, Hawks eat rabbits." I said, "Not today, they don't." But I guess I was just I guess I was wrong.
And
I guess I was wrong.
For the JV's 800-meter run, we had Nacogdoches, Pleasant Grove, Atlanta, Nacogdoches, Gilmer, and Dangerfield. I know we didn't get to say it earlier.
We weren't waiting on that. I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah, we were waiting on the results.
I think Texarkana, just all around, knows how to produce good athletes. No matter if we were to, want to admit it or not, Texarkana just produces good athletes. I mean, so does a lot of schools around here. I mean, Nacogdoches, they're showing out, and we have.
Right now, I want to say the JV boys 800-meter run. We had Pleasant Grove, Marshall, Atlanta, Marshall.
Oh wow, they are just going out there and they're heating it up.
Washington for. Right here, as you can see on the screen.
Yes. Shout out to Ian. He
got up there in the top 5.
And as you can see, is the only Atlanta one in there with all of Marshall and Pleasant Grove. Can't get Pleasant Grove a break.
For Pleasant Grove, we had Hayden, Marshall, Terrence, Pleasant Grove, Trey, Marshall, and Atlanta, Ian Bard, Marshall, Zaki. Right now, we're starting the next race. Doing the varsity boys 800-meter run.
5th place Jackson from Gilmer, Fields in 4th place from Nacogdoches, 3rd place.
And we have 2 fighting for the lead right there, just a few inches away from each other.
In 1st place, Nacogdoches, 2 minutes 47.6 seconds, Christine Brewer.
I see Matthew Morin,
Allen
Leach
yes.
for Atlanta. Will Davis, I think.
Yes, that is Will.
Those three people are probably the funniest people that I know.
Back to what I was saying about basketball season. Like I said, Hooks had a really good run this season. They just didn't chill.
Yeah.
They did not lay out on it. They really went out there and they did their best. And I mean, yes, it might suck that they did lose out, but they really did show up and they did what they could.
I want to say the varsity girls 800-meter run. We had Pleasant Grove, Atlanta.
I'm not sure.
We're not sure what that school. Nacogdoches and then Pleasant Grove.
Yes.
For Pleasant Grove, we had Reese. Atlanta, we had Kane. Atlanta, Reese. And then Kayla Minnick. And then Nacogdoches, Kayla Reese. Pleasant Grove, Lily Cannon. Right there we can see Will Davis coming up.
Yes, and Alan Leach.
Atlanta, Marshall, and Bakersfield for the 100. We report for the 100.
Very nice to see. I liked watching that one. That was good. That was a varsity boys 800-meter run.
This will be the JV girls 100-meter hurdle. This is second call for the 100-meter dash. JV boys, varsity girls. That starts with the JV girls, JV boys, varsity girls, and varsity boys. Second call.
Up next, we have the 100-meter hurdles for JV girls and varsity girls. All right, and we're going to go to commercial right now.
We're going to take a commercial.
So I'm here with.
Matthew Morin.
And what place did you just get? Oh.
I got third.
Okay, so how'd you feel? Like, how's that feel?
Pretty good. It was tiring. Should have went faster on my first lap, but I'm still matching my PR, so it's good. At least I'm staying consistent.
There's always next time, so you can only get better.
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But you know, true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
New garage door or just need repairs? Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
Here, we provide quality materials for your dream home, and Atlanta ISD provides quality educational opportunities to help students pursue their dream futures. Red River Lumber and the Design Center is proud to be a continued supporter of Rabbit TV.
Many people go blind to the opportunities in their own town. Visit places like Terry's Treasure, Cobblestone Interiors, Rocking A Boutique, and many more to find your needs. Shopping locally not only improves the environment around you, it also improves relationships in your town. So remember to support the Rabbs by getting some local grabs.
We are back. We just had the first heat of our JV girls 100-meter hurdles go.
For the varsity boys 100-meter run,
It is Pine Tree. I'm not sure.
Grace,
Atlanta,
Atlanta.
Pleasant Grove, Longview, and Marshall.
Wow. And then we see Matthew Morin's name up there. We just interviewed him down there with Keely Youngblood.
We did.
And he was talking about he wished he went faster on his first lap, which, I mean, we all make mistakes.
We
it
do,
happens.
and all we can do is really learn from it.
Yeah.
As you can see, they are getting ready to start.
The hurdles for the varsity girls.
Yes. And from the looks of it, I think that is Eliana. That is Eliana. Okay, my guessing skills are really going at it today. That is Eliana. I've seen
Gilmer.
Yes, Gilmer coming out on top of that one from the looks of it, yes.
6th place for Marshall Rudo, 5th place Longview Hardison, 4th place from Pleasant Grove Ship, 3rd place from Atlanta Morin, 2nd place from Grace Tyler.
We're here.
We are here, I promise.
For the JV girls hurdles that we saw before this one, we had Nacogdoches, Atlanta, Dangerfield, Nacogdoches.
Atlanta, Nacogdoches, Dangerfield.
Wow.
I will down there for, look, I think, is that JV boys 100-meter hurdles?
110.
110. We have Cy Stroman down there.
He's tall.
I bragged on Cy a lot. Cy is he's Cy. There's not really much you can say about Cy except for he's Cy. You can never get tired or upset at Cy. He knows how to, if you're upset, he can make you into a happy mood within 2 seconds just by saying the things that are on top of him. You can never get enough of Cy.
For Nacogdoches, for the JV girls, we had Christine, Atlanta, Julia Brown, Dangerfield, Sarah, Nacogdoches, Aubrey, Atlanta, Brooklyn Thompson, Nacogdoches, Chloe, and Dane.
Yeah, as you can see down there, Cy just cleared that first hurdle. I hate to brag, but I'm so proud of him. He's something, all right. He's definitely something.
We want to thank all the people that take their time to move the hurdles, put them away.
Special shout out to Ned down there. He's getting down there and he's working. I'm very proud. Miller has told him to do several things and he gets down there and he does it. No questions asked. And I mean, we have a couple middle school runners down there, and
I mean, they didn't have to come out.
They did it, and they took their time out of their on a Saturday, and they did it. For varsity girls 100-meter, we have Gilmer, Dangerfield, Nacogdoches, Gilmer, and Atlanta.
Wow.
Yes.
For Gilmer, we have Faith. For Dangerfield, we have Alexis. For Nacogdoches, we have Nevaeh, Iranisha, Nika. And for Gilmer, we have Kate, and Atlanta, Eliana Edwards.
Eliana. I see. Oh, as you can see, we have Mark and Cy running right now. And they are, from the looks of it, we have DC out there too. From the looks of it, Cy and Mark are first and second place. As I said, Cy just goes out there and he puts his all into what he does.
Woo,
we did have a little tumble on the track. That is okay though.
It happens.
But we can see that person is okay.
Yes.
They got back up. So he might be taking a trip to the trainer's tent, but it is good to see that he is all right.
No bones broken.
No bones broken. I think down at the start, I think that is Stacy Darty. I think. But I do not want to tell you the wrong name and it not be Mr. Stacy Darty. But from up here, it looks like Stacy. So, I mean, If we could cut to that camera for a second, it'd be nice.
Meet record for this particular race was set in 1996 by Atlanta, time of 13.85 seconds.
I'm pretty positive that is Stacy. And I think from PG, that is Kingston. Yeah, from the looks of it, that is Kingston. He goes to Pleasant Grove. He is a really, really nice basketball player. For JV boys 110-meter hurdles, we have Atlanta, Pleasant Grove, Dangerfield, McLeod, and Redwater. First place for Atlanta, we have Cy Stroman. Second, we have Marquavius Richardson. Third, we have, for Pleasant Grove, Noah. Number 4 for Atlanta, we have DC. Number 5 for Pleasant Grove, we have Brody. Number 6, we have Phoenix. Number 7th, we have Chase. And number 8 from Redwater, we have Reed. But as I was saying down at the start, I see Stacy Darty, which obviously an Atlanta Rabbit, and Kingston from Pleasant Grove. And Few Falls, we did. Right now, Stacy looks about 4th place. I'm not sure who that is in front. First and second looks like Marshall and I'm not sure which school that is. There's so many. There are so many schools here that it is hard to keep up with who is who. So I'll give it that.
And this is second call.
As we can see, we had a couple people knock down some hurdles, but that's all right. I think they are clearing them off the track now anyways.
For the 100-meter dash for girls.
Results of the 110-meter hurdle for the
From the looks of it, that is Serenity Duckett down there.
Julia Brown and
Julia is holding the blocks for, but Carlasia and Serenity are the ones running in this heat, and Serenity has some speed. Now she may be little, but she is fierce. She is a force to be reckoned with. I will say that. And like we said with Carlasia, you're never a dull moment when you're around her. So.
For the varsity boys 110-meter hurdles, we have
I think that is Prairie Land,
Marshall, Hallsville,
Atlanta, Pleasant Grove, Dangerfield, and Dangerfield.
For Prairie Land, we have Hunter, Marshall,
I think, yes.
Hallsville, Anthony, Atlanta,
Stacy Darty. Sorry,
Grove,
gotta brag on Stacy, guys.
Dangerfield, we have Braden and Tristan. I also see Princess Peters down there for
I do.
Duckett.
I do see Princess. Princess is also a former Rabbit. I cannot say anything but amazing things about Princess. Princess,
my cousin.
She is?
Yes, and she is just so fun to be around.
Oh yes. Also, never a dull moment around Princess. She's such a great and sweet person.
Yes.
And it was great to see her face this morning. I did get to go and see and speak to her. I haven't spoken to her in quite a while. Not only did she leave us, but her brother Trey left us.
And her other brother as well.
Yes. Sometimes I forget that there's more than just her and Trey. But I'm guessing next up is the JV.
That was right there, just JV
boys, I think it's next.
Yes, up next is JV. And we're going to go to Keely Youngblood with another interview.
I'm here with
Cy Stroman.
So how do you think the race went?
It went pretty good. Started off a little slow, but went off because Mark was right there with me, so it kind of pushed me. PR'd. I mean, overall, it was a good race.
Good job.
Thank you.
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But you know, true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
New garage door or just need repairs? Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
Here, we provide quality materials for your dream home, and Atlanta ISD provides quality educational opportunities to help students pursue their dream futures. Red River Lumber and the Design Center is proud to be a continued supporter of Rabbit TV.
Many people go blind to the opportunities in their own town. Visit places like Terry's Treasure, Cobblestone Interiors, Rocking A Boutique, and many more to find your needs. Shopping locally not only improves the environment around you, it also improves relationships in your town. So remember to support the Rabbs by getting some local grabs.
We are back.
We
Running
just had the JV boys 100-meter dash.
Yes, and I would like to give a shout out to Braylon Rowe and Jalarian Andrews because they showed out right there.
And Braylon, I mean, he does amazing things on the track and on the court.
Oh yes, Braylon is he shows out during basketball season, and I love that. Nothing but good things about that. Oh, that's nice. All right. Had a little malfunction right there, guys. I'm sorry. Probably extra loud than I already am. Let's see. I think next running is varsity 100 meter, and I see Jadea down there, Miss JD.
Also amazing things on the court.
Also amazing things on the court. JD just such a great athlete. She really does what she needs to do. Okay, for the JV boys 100 meter dash, first place we have Braylon Rowe.
For Atlanta.
For Atlanta, Pleasant Grove, Nicholas Bells, Marshall, Kenneth Valerial. Okay, I'm sorry. Fourth place, Jalarian Andrews for Atlanta. Fifth place,
Marshall.
Sixth place, Liberty Allo. Seventh.
Marshall had fifth, Liberty Allo had sixth, and Hallsville had sixth.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I got a little distracted trying to not butcher the names here. It's the last thing I want to do.
First place for Atlanta, we had 11.63, and those are just 0.7s. Up next, we're going to do an interview again.
Yes.
Sixth place from Atlanta, Duncan. Fifth place from Atlanta, Andrew. Fourth place from Gilmer Easley. Third place from Liberty Idaho, Layla. Second place from Liberty Idaho, Brad. And first place, 13.25 seconds from Nacogdoches, Sewell.
I'm here with
Braylon Rowe.
And so you just ran a really close race. How's that feel?
I'm just glad I won. I pushed, so yeah.
Yes, that's always good.
Yep.
Congrats.
Appreciate it. JV boys, 100 meters. Sixth place from Liberty Idaho, Weatheroff. Fifth place from Marshall, Elias. Fourth place from Atlanta, Andrews. Third place
We are back.
Thank you for Braylon and
Thank you.
I've known Braylon for a long time. Middle school band.
I've known Braylon since last year, and
Braylon has also always been funny.
Oh yeah,
fun person to be around.
Super fun person to be around.
Always kick up a joke for you.
Oh yeah, you could probably want to punch him in the face and he would turn it around and make you laugh.
Yeah.
And that is just one quality about Braylon that you cannot let go.
Yeah.
So we are starting right here with the
varsity girls.
Yes, and we have Jadea down there running. She is she's just a great athlete. There's nothing bad you could ever say about her.
Yeah, I agree.
She is just a great athlete. Oh, we're still having malfunctions,
It's all right.
guys.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry. Okay, I think we fixed our problem. I'm not sure how I keep knocking that, but I'm sorry. Down at the start for what is that, varsity?
Varsity boys.
Varsity boys 100-meter dash. From the looks of it. Okay. Beside Mr. Keelan Batten,
We're gonna do another interview from Keely Youngblood.
I'm here with
Nevaeh.
What school are you from again?
Liberty Hollow.
Okay, well, you just won, so how's that feel?
It feels great, just hit another PR for today. The second PR, 11-9. I'm proud, Have more to look forward to.
Okay, well, congrats.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
New garage door or just need repairs? Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the...
we're back.
I want to say that Varsity Girls 100-meter dash, we had Liberty, Ilu, Marshall, Longview, Nacogdoches, Atlanta, Dangerfield, and Grace.
Okay, here in lane 5 from Lindale is the kid that I was bragging about earlier. He is just fast. As you can see, he is beating Mr. Markeelan Batten and crossing the finish line from the looks of it in first place. I think from LE we have Jordan Reed down there, if I'm correct. Mr. Keelan Batten and Jordan Reed are the only ones down there that I recognize, along with the young man from Lindale who just, he is, I hate to say this, but he's dusting everybody in his path. And I really hate to be that person, but sometimes telling the truth is better than lying. So I will give it to him. He's incredible.
This will be the JV Girls 4x200 relay.
Right, up next we're doing the JV Girls from the 4x200 relay, and we're going to have another interview from Keely coming up. We're going to send it down to the field in
just a second here.
Just a second.
I'm here with
Brett Meyer from Lindale, Texas.
Okay, and so how's it feel to win that race?
Pretty good. The atmosphere here is unmatched from anything I've ever been. It was really fun and I enjoyed it.
Well, thank you.
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
New garage door or just need repairs? Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
Here, we provide quality materials for your dream home, and Atlanta ISD provides quality educational opportunities to help students pursue their dream futures. Red River Lumber and the Design Center is proud to be a continued supporter of Rabbit TV.
Many people go blind to the opportunities in their own town. Visit places like Terry's Treasure, Cobblestone Interiors, Rocking A Boutique, and many more to find your needs. Shopping locally not only improves the environment around you, it also improves relationships in your town. So remember to support the Rabbs by getting some local grabs.
We are back.
And
down here on the start, I see Asia.
yes, up next we are doing the 4x200 relay. This is JV girls.
Yes, and I see
Kim Shepard as well.
Kim Shepard and Asia down there.
The results for the varsity boys 100 meter dash was Lindale, Liberty Ilu, Atlanta, Pleasant Grove, Lindale, and Grace. For Lindale, we had Brett. That was the number first runner that Lily was talking
Yes, from Lindale. He is just
about. He was doing great.
he was.
And then LE we had Reed, Atlanta, Markeelan, Pleasant Grove, Corbin, Lindale, Caden, and Grace Blake.
The exchange is ready, started.
I think we're in for a good race right now. You can see all the teams going up there, getting ready, support, cheer them on. Just be a good team.
Yes.
Kim Shepard's looking cold out there.
She is. I know she's cold. I know most of them down there are freezing their butts off, and I couldn't do it. Coach Miller is just all up in the camera today. As there he goes again. I just love to see all these kids down here with a passion, honestly.
I thought you were just going to stop there and say, I'd love to see all these kids.
No, guys, I'm sorry. I had to take a pause in between. I got I had a little itch in my throat. I didn't want to cough on you guys. So, no, I love coming out here and seeing all these kids that have passions and they know what they want in life and they're willing to fight for it. Oh, they are off. They're going. I'm going to be right back and take a break and fix this tickle in my throat.
We have a big gap for first place. And they're going to continue that gap, what it looks like.
I'm back.
And in second place, we have Atlanta. I can't tell who's first place. Looks like LE. And then Atlanta.
Let's see. Yeah, from the looks of it, LE, Atlanta, Dangerfield, and Nacogdoches.
Yep, Nacogdoches is getting ahead of them.
Atlanta again, and then Pleasant Grove coming in last. Man, I know those Hawks are tired with the way they come out here and they do what they need to do. I know it's tiring them out, but it's not stopping them.
The people who dress race, man, they're tired.
Oh, yeah.
We have Atlanta slowly going to third.
Slowly but surely. They're going to get there. And don't know who's next, but they're most definitely, they're kicking it in. Oh my, is that Carlasia? That is Carlasia. Man, I love to see her out there doing this. Oh, she is going. You're not going to stop her today.
In second, very, very close.
Right now, Carlasia is leading with second at the moment. I hate to say that she's not going to be able to catch
first, but it's
okay.
I think today a bunch of people have been hitting their PRs.
Yes, I think so.
And that's from the interviews and from the records, obviously.
This will be the JV boys 4x200. In lane 1, Hallsville. Lane 3,
Snacking up here.
Yeah, we are. So
Lane 3, Atlanta A.
don't mind us if we get quiet for a second.
Lane 6, Liberty Ilo. Lane 7, Redwater. Lane 8, Dangerfield. This is final call.
All right, we're going to go to another interview with Keith.
For the 400-meter dash.
I'm here with.
I'm Mia Weems.
And where are you from?
Nacogdoches.
So you just won a very close race. How did that feel?
It felt good, I guess. I'm tired.
Thank you and congrats. You're welcome.
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But you know, true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
New garage door or just need repairs? Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
Here, we provide quality materials for your dream home, and Atlanta ISD provides quality educational opportunities to help students pursue their dream futures. Red River Lumber and the Design Center is proud to be a continued supporter of Rabbit TV.
For the JV girls 4x200 meter relay, we have Nacogdoches, Atlanta, Pleasant Grove, Dangerfield, Atlanta, and Liberty Island. The times for Nacogdoches were
1 minute, 54.64 seconds.
Atlanta was 1 minute, 56.02.
Pleasant Grove was 2 minutes, 2 seconds. Oh my goodness.
2 minutes, 2 seconds, and point 48. Dangerfield, 2 seconds. 2 minutes, 4 seconds, and point 45. Atlanta, 2 minutes, 6 seconds, point 44.
Yes.
Up next, we have the JV boys.
Yeah, from the looks of it, I see Caden Linwood down there. He is good. he goes out there and shows what he needs to show and does what he needs to do. And there's no stopping it. I spotted Isaiah Chandler down there. Chandler. I spotted Isaiah Chandler down here on the field today. He looks like he's having so much fun out there, putting in work and doing what he needs to do. I mean, most of our athletes that are, like I said, done with the events are either laying down, taking naps, or they're helping other people get ready. And he's sitting down there with Cooper Swanson and Peanut, and they look like they are having the time of their life. For the looks of it, I think that is Dangerfield. That is either Dangerfield or that is Linwood. Linwood? Sorry. That is Dangerfield or that is Lindale in the lead. From the looks of it, that is Dangerfield.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dangerfield, because I didn't know they had this speed in them.
Dangerfield is in the 7th lane.
Yes. They're in the 7th lane. We have...
Sorry to those wondering about the lanes. We are doing the best we can, the best to our ability at the moment.
Yes, we are. Sometimes it just gets a little confusing, and we need to think about that, and we don't.
Right now, in the lead is Pleasant Grove.
Yes, that is. Coming up in second, we have Marshall. Ellie trailing behind them. I think that is Lindale coming up to him. Maybe Lindale? Maybe. That is either Lindale or that is... It is hard to see from up where we are. That might be... Is that Hallsville?
We're hearing a lot of cheering from the crowd. We love a good support system.
We do.
LE was in lane 4. Lane 5, let me correct myself, they were in lane 5.
Result of the varsity boys 100 meter. In 6th place was Grace Tyler Harmon.
In 6th place was Grace Tyler.
Hayes. 4th place in Pleasant Grove Franklin. 3rd place in Atlanta Backen. 2nd place from Liberty Iowa Jordan. 1st place with a time of 10.772. 2nd from Lindale, Brett Maya. Results of the JV girls 4x200. 4th place Dangerfield. 3rd place Pleasant Grove. 2nd place Atlanta. Running for Nacogdoches in 1st place with a time of 1 minute 54.6 seconds. Sewell, Lopez, Smith, and Lean.
Next up, we have our varsity girls going. And PG, the girl down there, she's getting ready. You can tell she looks like she's ready for it. She is very much looks like she's gonna work. She's about to go hard or go home. That's what's happening. I can see it. We have McKaylin down there. Who else do we have running? Again, guys, it's hard to see. It is hard to see who is doing what and who is running where. For our JV1 4x200 meter relay, we have Pleasant Grove in 1st, Marshall in 2nd, Hallsville in 3rd, Atlanta in 4th, Liberty Iowa in 5th, Dangerfield in 6th, Atlanta in 7th, and Redwater in 8th. And our times on that for 1st, Pleasant Grove was a 1 minute 34.27 seconds. Marshall was 1 minute 35.29 seconds. Hallsville 1 minute 35.87 seconds. Atlanta 1 minute 38.35. Liberty Iowa 1 minute 38.87. Dangerfield 1 minute 39.42. Atlanta 1 minute 39.66. And Redwater 1 minute 42.47.
Varsity girls 400 dash. Varsity boys 400 dash. Second call, all 300 meter hurdle. Second call, all 300 meter hurdle. JV girls, varsity girls, JV boys, varsity girls.
As you can see, they are getting ready to run, to go, just go for it and, see how they do. Most of them look really cold out there. The sun might be shining, but that wind is brutal. Started, and from the looks of it, Marshall is in the lead, and we have Ellie in 2nd. Nacogdoches is not far behind at all, and Atlanta is slowly trailing, but hopefully they'll get there. Marshall is just keeping that long lead. There's no catching them now. Atlanta is coming back. From the looks of it, 2nd place. Ellie in 3rd, Nacogdoches in 4th. I think Gilmer in 5th. And they're just, Atlanta just exploded. They just exploded from the next handoff. They are doing everything
Results
they
for
can.
4x200, 6th place Dangerfield, 5th place Liberty Iowa, Fourth place to Atlanta. Third place
I think that's McKaylin King.
Running for Pleasant Grove, Richie Phillips.
Fighting for that first place slot.
34.269 seconds.
Marshall not far behind her. So as long as she keeps that, handing it off to Toya, and as long as Toya keeps that going and stays with that, she can get first place. And from the looks of it, I think Toya is going to be our first place winner with Nacogdoches and Marshall trailing behind her.
This will be the varsity boys 4x200. So this was set meet record by Texas High 2013.
So next we have our varsity boys.
2 seconds. Running in lane 2.
We have Isaiah Chandler and Cooper Swanson down there from what I can see.
Lane 6 Liberty Iowa, 7 Redwater.
And what we have coming up next is Keelan Youngblood with an interview.
So I'm here with
Toya,
and obviously from ATL. So what were your thoughts before this race?
I really didn't have any. It's the fact that if you have trust in your team, you ain't gotta have that. I got trust in mine.
Yes, very good. Well, congrats. Come.
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But you know, true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
New garage door or just need repairs? Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
Here, we provide quality materials for your dream home, and Atlanta ISD provides quality educational opportunities to help students pursue their dream futures. Red River Lumber and the Design Center is proud to be a continued supporter of Rabbit TV.
Many people go blind to the opportunities in their own town. Visit places like Terry's Treasure, Cobblestone Interiors, Rocking A Boutique, and many more to find your needs. Shopping locally not only improves the environment around you, it also improves relationships in your town. So remember to support the Rabbs by getting some local grabs.
We are back. They're off. Cooper Swanson just has so much speed. That's all I can really say. I don't have words that form in my brain when I think about how fast Cooper is. And from the looks of it, they handed it off to Peanut. And in the lead is Peanut. He has the lead as of right now, and he's about to hand it off to Ike.
Peanut is...
We have Zay down there as well.
Ike is now in lane 4.
Yes. And Ike is leading.
Yes, with quite a gap.
Quite a gap. There's no stopping him today.
There's always a chance to get back up there.
There is always a chance, but...
And he passes it off again.
To Eli Rojas. And Eli has some incredible speed as well.
Yes. Are they all doing cross country?
I think all of them, but I can Peanut.
Yes.
Do cross country.
coming up in second. I don't think they quite get him.
I'm not sure, but I think that is Marshall coming up in second. Yes, it is. And Coach Miller seems pretty proud there. Coach Miller's a great supporter. I mean, he always wants to cheer, yell, and be happy for his kids he has running.
For the varsity girls 4x200 meter relay was in first place Atlanta, Marshall, Nacogdoches, Dangerfield, Pleasant Grove, Gilmer, Liberty Island, Redwater. The first place time for Atlanta was 1 minute 46 seconds. And, yes, 1 minute 46 seconds, point.
That's final call.
There we go.
And
was
then
a
we'll make
boys
the final call for the
varsity.
JV girls 300 hurdle. 300 hurdle.
And then up next, we're going to do...
Will crew be prepared following these races?
We're going to do it
For the 300 hurdle. JV girls.
So what's your name and what school are you from?
Elijah Riojas, and I'm from Atlanta High School.
So what were your feelings before the race?
I was a little nervous. I haven't really did this much. I just joined last week, but somehow I pulled through.
That's good. That's impressive. So how do you feel now?
I feel real good. I'm ready for next week to run this hoe.
Yes. Well, congrats. Yeah.
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But you know, true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
We are back. Varsity boys 4x200 meter relay. Atlanta was in first. Marshall, Hallsville, Pleasant Grove, Redwater. The time for first place Atlanta was 1 minute 30 seconds.
Second place Marshall.
There we go. Wow. The time for second place Marshall was 1 minute 30 seconds. 79. That was just 0.1 seconds off.
Watson, Wells, Chandler, and Riojas.
Eli Riojas also won that one. We had an interview down there with Youngblood. He says that he joined last week.
Yes, Eli's a cross-country runner. He's not all about this, but he is fast.
Yes.
I mean, you will learn that Eli will go out there and he will dominate.
Right now we have the JV girls for 100 meter dash.
Yes.
Right there running for Atlanta's Brianna Phelps. She's a sophomore and I think she just got the lead. Look at her go. It's getting close between first and second. It is. Brianna is in lane 4, Atlanta. Second place is in lane 3. Can't quite see what school that is.
Lane 3 or third place is Nacogdoches.
Nacogdoches was in lane 5.
Look, like we said, it is a little hard to see where everyone is, so we are trying.
Up next is the JV boys 400 meter dash.
So this is the JV boys 400 meter dash. In lane 1, Liberty Island, lane 2, Marshall. Lane 3, Grove, lane 4, Atlanta, lane 5, Marshall, lane 6, Marshall, lane 7, Pleasant Grove, lane 8, Redwater. Hurdle crew, report to the high jump pit, please. Hurdle crew, report to the high jump pit.
results for the JV girls 400-meter dash was Atlanta in first place, McLeod, Nacogdoches, Dangerfield, Nacogdoches, Liberty Island, and Redwater. The first place time for Atlanta was 1 minute 8 seconds .66, and that was Brianna Phelps. She's a sophomore.
Right now, running the JV boys 400-meter dash, I see Chase Kindred down there.
Yes, he's also a sophomore.
Chase is, yes, also a sophomore, also incredibly speedy. I think Chase is the only sport he does is track. I don't think
football as well.
Oh yes, he does play football, but
they both require speed.
They do both require speed.
Atlanta in second. In lane 4 seems to be, and lane 5 just won first place.
From the looks of it, I think
this will be the varsity girls 400-meter dash.
it's fine.
The meet record was set in 2017 by Green from Liberty Island, 58.4.
Let's see.
Second. In lane 1 will be Pleasant Grove, lane 2 Atlanta.
Sorry about that. My mic's a little close to the face.
In lane 1, we have Pleasant Grove. In lane 2, we have Atlanta for the varsity girls 400-meter dash.
Hurdle crew report to the high jump pit, please.
I think as of last race for Liberty Allo, we had Kadrian Blaylock running. And Kadrian, he can be a multi-sport athlete, but his sport is most definitely...
Results of the JV girls.
Yeah, it was Kadrian.
Yep. The JV boys 400-meter dash was for first place Marshall, Atlanta, Marshall, Liberty Island, Pleasant Grove, Marshall, Redwater, Pleasant Grove. First time place for Marshall was 53 seconds and .24, sorry. And that was Ryan Knox. Second place was Chase Kindred for Atlanta, 54 seconds .87.
Now, as I was saying about Kadrian, he can be a multi-sport athlete, but his sport is basketball. I'm pretty positive I mentioned this earlier. Yeah, he goes out on that court and he does his thing. And there's just no doubt about that. Nothing you can do to stop him either.
Up next, we have the varsity girls 400-meter dash. And there they go, they're off.
Yes, they are.
Atlanta is in the lead right now. That looks like Anne-Marie Hanner, I think.
Rogers, 5th place from Pleasant Grove, Sexton. 4th place from Liberty Island, Blaylock. 3rd place from Marshall, Thomas. 2nd place from Atlanta, Kindred. 1st place from Marshall, 53.238 seconds, Ryan Knox.
And there's a big gap between first. Wow. Lane 4. Just such a gap. Can't quite tell what school it is.
Me either. But she is fast.
We're gonna go to interview.
So I'm here with
Derek, Isaiah, KJ.
And where are y'all from?
Hallsville.
Hey, so how's it feel to be here today? You know, just the environment, the competition, just all of that.
It's challenging, but it's fun.
Real competitive, yeah, real competitive. A lot of fast boys out here.
Yeah. So y'all do. Okay, yeah. Well, thank y'all. Sorry, I forgot what to say. I'm sorry.
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But you know, true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
New garage door or just need repairs? Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
Here, we provide quality materials for your dream home, and Atlanta ISD provides quality educational opportunities to help students pursue their dream futures. Red River Lumber and the Design Center is proud to be a continued supporter of Rabbit TV.
All right, so this will be the varsity boys.
For Longview, Johnson Denancia. Sorry if I say that wrong. She just broke the record. We just got that she broke the record with a time of 58 seconds, .01. That is very impressive. Good. Congratulations to her for breaking the record. The place we have, first place Longview, obviously, Gilmer, Pleasant Grove, Atlanta, Gilmer, Atlanta, Pleasant Grove, and Atlanta. And there we go. That was just amazing for her. Congratulations. That was a very big gap, as we could see. And if I were her, I would brag about it. So I don't doubt. I would very much brag. I wouldn't doubt if she did. I would go out there and brag about myself if I did. Congratulations to you. Right now we have the varsity boys.
Hannah, third place Pleasant Grove Gibbs, second place Gilmer Chavez, first place again with a meet record 58.003 seconds, Denancia Johnson from Longview.
Yes, Denancia Johnson.
Yes, that is incredible.
I think we just need to keep on talking. That is incredible. For Longview, we said.
I see Marshall fighting for first place with Lindale. And I'm positive.
And Lindale just took the lead. Lindale in lane 4.
Our first
Marshall in
place
lane 5.
runner, the last time we had mentioned Lindale, I'm pretty positive that was this one's brother.
Yes. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I think so. Because both of them are just incredible. They're incredibly fast.
That record breaking, I mean, she gets to, I bet her school's going to recognize her for that. Put her name on the wall or something.
Yes, I would hope so.
Again, I want to say her name was Denancia Johnson.
Yes.
Longview.
You know what?
Her time was 58 seconds, .0.
Got another what?
So, folks, we have another meet record.
And we have a Lindale guy who broke a record.
Maya from Lindale just ran it in
From Lindale. Wow. Broke another record. And record breakers here in Atlanta. Not Lindale, Longview. Coulter Maya for Lindale, 48.83 seconds. First place was Lindale, second place Marshall, third place Prairieland, fourth place Grace, fifth Marshall, sixth Piney Grove, I'm pretty sure. Pine Tree, yes, sorry. 7th Grace. And again, the record-breaking time was 48.83. Coulter Maya.
In 6th place, Pine Tree Gray. 5th place, Marshall Howard.
Yeah.
4th place,
Yeah.
Grace Tyler Harmon. 3rd place for
Trained or something.
2nd place for Marshall, also beating the meet record, 48.83. 2nd was Taylor. 1st place from Lindale was
Get a little zoom in right there.
48.82 seconds. Coulter
Getting
Maya.
ready to
Be sure hit the
start.
button there.
This is the JV girls 400 meter dash. This is the hurdles, correct me, sorry. 300 meter hurdles, sorry. JV girls. We just did the 400 meter dash, sorry.
This is second call for all 200 meter dash. Second call all 200 meter dash. David Girls, varsity girls.
We're gonna do another interview with Keely Youngblood.
So what's your name and where are you from?
Spencer Taylor, Marshall, Texas.
So what was your time?
48.6.
So that's good, right? I'm sorry, I don't know anything about track, so. Okay, well thank you and congrats.
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But you know, true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
Right now we have Jalea Brown in the lead for the hurdles for Atlanta. And they make it all look so easy. And they just make it. Yeah.
Yes, they do. They make it look incredibly easy. And I would.
And I know it's not easy. Jalea had a little stump there.
Yes, I wish it was easy like this, because I would. I do it all day long.
We had a Nacogdoches get first.
Yes.
Jalea was almost there, but she had a little stumble.
But that is okay.
It happens.
It does.
So the varsity girls 300 hurdle record, meet record was set by Gilmer in 2016 by a lady named Smith, 46.04 seconds.
JV girls 300 meter hurdles were Nacogdoches in first place, Atlanta, Nacogdoches, Atlanta, Nacogdoches, Dangerfield, and Dangerfield. The first time place was 55 seconds, 55 seconds .8. Good job to you guys. That was really good.
Yeah.
And Jalea Brown right behind her, 55.98. She had a little stump, but that's okay. She did her best. They both, and Christine, she did amazing. In first place. Here we go with the next.
Yes.
Push the button. Push the button.
Sorry about that, guys. I am trying to snack and drink water while we do this, but
Results of the
handle both of those
girls'
things.
JV 300 hurdles, baby girls, in sixth
Right now we have varsity girls
Yes,
running.
varsity has just started.
Fourth place from Atlanta, Thompson.
They're
Third place from
going.
Nacogdoches, Delgado. Second place from Atlanta, Brown. First place, 55.074 seconds for Nacogdoches, Christine Schick.
Nacogdoches in first place right now.
From the looks of it, we have Amelia and is that? I cannot tell if that
Amelia Jones and Eliana Edwards running for Atlanta.
Yes.
Running and jumping, I should say. Nacogdoches in first and Gilmer right after. Nacogdoches in sixth lane and Gilmer in the fifth lane.
The hurdles will go up, then we're going to have the JV boys 300-meter hurdle. This is final call, 200-meter dash. JV girls, JV boys, varsity girls, varsity boys. Final call, 200-meter dash.
For the varsity girls 300-meter hurdles, first place we have Nacogdoches, Gilmer, Atlanta, led by Ali. First place time was 48.05 for Nevaeh Sweat. Up next we have the JV boys 300-meter hurdles.
And we have, again, Mr. Cy Stroman really coming out on top here.
With the hurdles for Atlanta.
Yes, and he is just, he has some
competition right now.
Marquavius Richardson is on his tail.
And they are both from Atlanta.
They are head to head right now, and all we need is that to happen, and boom, Cy is back on top. As long as he can keep that momentum and keep going, then Cy first place. Oh,
we have a little trip.
Little bit of a trip, but look at him. He's okay. He's smiling. He's walking it off. Visit to the trainer, but he's walking it off. PG put up quite a fight there too. They were trying. They might not have gotten first, but they were trying most definitely.
And you could tell that they were pushing and pushing.
Yes.
They did amazing.
If I'm correct, that is a freshman running that for PG.
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty positive. Like we discussed, I know a lot of people, so I'm pretty positive that is a freshman running that for JV. And I think his name is JJ.
Really?
Yes. Yes. I just can't get over how Texarkana produces these athletes. It's crazy to me.
Maybe there's something in the air.
Maybe. We're definitely not getting fed what they're getting fed.
Next up we have the varsity boys 300-meter hurdles. 300-meter hurdles. The JV 300-meter hurdles was in first place Atlanta, Pleasant Grove, Redwater, Pleasant Grove, and Dangerfield. First place time for Atlanta was Marquavius Richardson with 44.35 seconds. And as we were talking about, in second place Cy, he had a little trip. His time was 45.70 seconds.
Yes. He had his little trip. He took that trip, but he made it back. And then took another little trip, hopefully to the trainers to make sure he's okay.
Yeah.
But as long as he is walking off safe and sound, we are good.
This is the first call for the JV girls 1600. Only 1600 is first call.
Oh, God. All right.
Right now we have the varsity boys. Are you ready?
Yes.
They just started off.
Let's see. That is Stacy Darty I see back there.
Towards the back.
I see Marshall in first place right now.
Yes.
This guy is just killing it.
Yes, make much room.
Yes.
In between.
But Stacy Darty is soon going to catch up to him if he doesn't kick it in.
Stacy Darty 5 seconds ago was in last.
Yes, he was. Stacy is just an incredible athlete. You can't hold Stacy back.
Atlanta in second, Marshall in fourth lane.
Yes.
We're talking about lanes here. Pleasant Grove in the third lane, Redwater in the seventh lane.
And I think that's a Dangerfield in the eighth. I can't really tell because there's so many people standing on the track now, but
This will be the JV girls 200-meter dash.
We can see Ike in the
we
very bottom corner right there.
Ike is chilling. He's being himself right now, living his life. You know, no worries in the world because he's so fast he can run away from his problems. Me, on the other hand, Ike would leave me in the dust and not come back and check on me.
Varsity boys 300-meter hurdles. In first place we have Marshall, Prairieland, Atlanta, Marshall, Pleasant Grove, Redwater, and Dangerfield. First place time for Keyshawn Foster was 38.99 seconds. Very nice. It's very interesting to watch. Up next, we have the JV girls 200-meter dash. And after that, the 1,600 meter run, and after that, the 4x400 meter relay.
Down on the field, please. Down.
We do want to give a props to Stacy Darty. He was in last place for a good 3-4 seconds, and he came up with, speed. Like it took him 2-3 seconds to get back up.
Like I told you, you cannot stop Darty.
Yeah.
Something about Stacy, he's too fast.
Mm-hmm.
You can't stop him.
Looks like Ellie's going to come away with this one. This is a 200-meter dash. And I believe that was the varsity girls. All right, over there in the distance you can see Varsity boys are getting ready for theirs. All right, and we're going to go to Keely Youngblood real quick for an interview on the field. Just a second. Keely's getting ready. I think they had a little malfunction there. But we're probably going to have to skip her. Looks like the boys are fixing to take off. Atlanta's going to come away with first, it looks like. What do you think, Mariah?
I think so. There's a little gap, and you were right. The results for the JV girls for 100-meter dash, first place was Atlanta, McLeod, Nacogdoches, Dangerfield, Nacogdoches, Liberty Ilu, Redwater, and the time for Atlanta, Brianna Phelps, was 1 minute 8.66 seconds. We're going to go to interview with Keely Youngblood.
I'm here with Carlasia, and obviously you're from Atlanta. So how do you feel about your 4x1 results today?
I feel pretty good. You know, we came out in 8. You know.
Period.
Pride never dies.
Let's go, Rabbs.
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But you know, true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
All right, and we got the results here for the JV boys 200 meter while the varsity is getting ready to take off.
In first place, we have Atlanta, then Marshall, Hallsville, Pleasant Grove, Liberty Ilu, Marshall, Atlanta. And first place time for Atlanta was Marshawn Woodbury with 23.56 seconds.
And I believe this is our varsity girls? Who is this?
I think this would be the varsity girls, yes.
All right. Looks like Longview. This may be the same person that broke that record earlier. I'm not sure.
He's in the lead right now. We're not quite sure if that's the same person though, but Longview.
Longview does walk away with it. This is the girls' varsity 200 meter dash. And it looks like Longview's going to walk away with first place on that. And boys varsity is getting set up for the same thing. And we're going to send it on down to Keely for another interview on the field.
So I'm here with
Coach Shannon Jones.
And so what are your thoughts about the whole day today?
Man, the day has gone really well. I want to say the kids have worked really, really hard today for everything that they have accomplished. We've got a few record setters from other schools, which has been awesome to see. But our kids are not backing down by any means. Everybody's fighting hard, and it's been really well run. I want to give a special shout out to Coach Miller for getting it done today. I honestly did not expect us to be this far along in the meet, but here we are. And again, big, big shout out to the school and, of course, Rabbit TV for everything that they do.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But you know, true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
I mean,
For the varsity girls 200-meter dash, in first place we had Longview, Marshall, Longview, Liberty Ilu, Grace, Longview, Nacogdoches, Atlanta. The time for Longview, that was the same runner who broke the record. Her time was 25.28 seconds. Up next, we have the JV. Oh no, this is the varsity boys.
I believe that was the same cat from Lindale.
Maybe.
Am I wrong? Does anybody know? Let me check with the studio personnel 1 second.
JV boys and the JV girls are running the mile together. JV boys, JV girls running the mile together. The varsity boys and the varsity girls will be running the mile together. So the mile will be run in 2 sections with the JV boys and the JV girls running together. The second section will be the varsity girls and varsity boys running together. Results of the JV boys 200-meter dash. 6th place from Liberty Iowa Chelsea. 5th place from Pleasant Grove Castile. 4th place from Hallsville Sarver. 3rd place from Marshall Henderson. 2nd place from Marshall Hill. 1st place for the 23.55 and 2nd from Atlanta are Sean Woodbury. Results of the varsity girls 200-meter dash in 6th place from Longview Lewis, 5th place from Grace Tyler Eli.
And as we can see on the screen, we've got our varsity boys 200-meter dash finals. Brett Maya, which is the guy from Lindale. He broke a record earlier today in the meet, so he is an exceptional athlete. Also Johnson from Pleasant Grove, Thomas from Marshall, Caden DeQuan, and Caden Baze from Lindale as well. Another very fast finals for the 200-meter varsity boys dash, and now they're setting up for the looks like JV girls and boys 1,600-meter run. So we're looking at they're all going to be running a mile long. Mariah, when's the last time that you ran a mile?
Oh gosh, the last time I ran a mile. Every once in a while, me and my little brother, we go running around some tracks. Not tracks, sorry. Parks. What are they called? Like the baseball trails. That's what it's called.
The trail. Yeah, the baseball park. I got you.
Me and my brother like to do that sometimes, every once in a while. But the last time I ran a mile around this track was last year when I was in soccer. Coach Allen.
He makes you run, doesn't he?
Yes. Look, all ready and prepared.
See a lot of Nacogdoches athletes in there. I see Atlanta's going. And this is our varsity girls, or no, JV girls and boys running together.
So we are on the second call for the 4x400. Second call, 4x400.
They are off.
And soon we will start to see a little more gaps in between.
Yeah, there will definitely be some gaps in this after 4 laps.
Right now we can see quite the gap between first and second.
But this is a race that's so incredibly difficult to predict.
Yeah, because some people run super quick at first, then slow down, or some run slow and then go fast. So it's hard to tell. They're each going to run 4 laps around.
The Atlanta ISD Facebook page will also have all of the.
Currently, I'll give you a quick rundown. JV girls, the team points or team totals for the Runnin Rabbs relays here in Atlanta, Texas. We'll go 5th place down. 5th place right now for the JV girls. We're looking at Pleasant Grove. 4th place is Liberty Iowa with 64 points. Dangerfield just barely in front of them with 65 points in 3rd. Atlanta's taking 2nd with 102, and Nacogdoches is coming away right now in 1st place with 157 points. These are the team totals for the JV girls. That is a huge gap between 1st and 2nd. For the boys JV, we'll start. We have a tie for 5th place right now between Hallsville and Liberty Ilo at 24 points each. In 4th place, Redwater, a very respectable 28. Then it jumps up big time to Marshall in third with 131 points. Atlanta just ahead of them with 133. And then Pleasant Grove has got first place with 135. That's the JV boys. And let's get up here to our varsity girls.
Longview 2, Dangerfield 3, Defense 6, Gilmer 10, Sabine 14, Redwater 16.5.
All right, here we go. Varsity girl, had to wait for it to load. Varsity girls in 5th place, Marshall with 52 points. 4th place is Longview, 53 points. Gilmer's coming in at 3rd place with 65. Nacogdoches in 2nd place at 80 points. And your Atlanta Rabbits, your Lady Rabbs, in 1st place with 101 points today for our varsity girls. And then varsity boys, let's let this load up here. Perfect. Okay, here we go. 5th place, Lindale with 33. Hallsville's in 4th place with 39. Pleasant Grove, your Hogs coming in 3rd place with 69 points. Your Marshall Mavericks in 2nd place at 92. And Atlanta takes first so far. This is so far with 119 points. So we do have a very respectable gap between our Atlanta Rabbs and the Marshall Mavericks. Mavericks have 92 and the Rabbits have 119. We've got the 1,600 meter run going right now. After that, I believe we only have one other run, and that's going to be the 4x400 meter relay. So it's going to take some big moves from some of these schools. There's still a chance for points to be moved around and teams to take over spots. But as it stands right now, your varsity girls and varsity boys team totals are both led by Atlanta. And we're going to see how long, or if they can keep that through this event and the next event.
Right now we have 1st, 2nd, and 3rd kind of spiraling. 2nd and 3rd are definitely fighting for that 2nd place. But 1st has, first is, can't tell what school that is.
I want to say, I'm not sure. So very difficult when they have them run together like this.
Right now, for boys, is Owen Flint for Atlanta. Slow and steady, but his speed has stayed consistent.
And I think that's really what you want, especially in this race. And these guys are, a lot of the guys that you see running in the mile, these are the same people who went to state for us in cross country.
Yeah.
So, you know, these distance runs are something that they specialized in. You know, they're used to running the 5K, so they're having to pick up their pace a little bit for this mile run because they can hold the juice to get through it. And like I say, we're doing the best job we can with our cameras to capture. We've just had to concentrate basically on the JV boys leaders. Because if you look at the track itself, there are just people scattered everywhere. There's no way to really keep clear leaders for both in screen. So we've just chosen to go with the JV boys, and we're just following them the best that we can. And it looks like, is that 2 Atlanta people?
That is Andrew Allen and Owen Flint.
Yes.
In the lead right now. They're both fighting for first.
And
they chose to kick in their speed at the very end.
That's going to do a lot for the JV boys team total. They got 1st and 2nd. So that's going to bump them up a little bit. I don't know if it'll be enough to take over 1st place or anything, but
it'll definitely help.
It will, that's for sure. We would like to just give a huge shout out to Coach Miller and the rest of the coaching staff here at Atlanta High School for putting together such an amazing event. You know, one of the things I love about working these events is that they have a schedule, they follow that schedule, they never get behind. It's very well organized and put together. Everybody knows what's going on at all times, and that is so important for when you have to deal with this many people.
Yes, I agree.
So, Coach Miller, if you're watching eventually and you see this, we just want you to know that we are proud of the work and the effort that you put into these things. And you represent Atlanta well, and our students and our student athletes are also representing Atlanta very well. But we're also very proud of all the different competitors that have come here today. This just goes to show how much talent we have here in East Texas. I see somebody from McLeod is here. I don't think I've seen very many McLeod runners, have you? I'm glad they're here, though, and I do know that they have a very competitive cross-country team as well, so I'm not surprised to see them in this mile run. I'm sure they did very well.
Yeah.
All right, it looks like most of the runners are coming in, just a couple left, and this is going to finish up for the junior varsity boys and girls 1,600-meter run.
Up next, we should have varsity boys and girls.
Varsity boys and girls. I assume they'll run them together just like they did with the JV. And then after that, our very last event of the meet of the day and of our live broadcast is going to be the 4x400-meter relay. And I believe it's going to be very competitive.
All right, we're going to go an interview with Keely Youngblood again.
Good, go. So I'm here with
Alan Weech.
And you're from Atlanta.
Yes.
So what are your thoughts on your races today and like all that?
Let's see. So in the 400, I was doing pretty well up until the last 100 meters. Kind of got tired coming down the straightaway. So I need to work on my stamina at the end. And in the 800, I felt like I kind of got out. I felt like I kind of got out too fast in the first 100, but mainly because I had in my head that I wanted to keep up with the top 3. Yeah. So, but I needed to like find a good pace to start with. That's my.
Well, there's always time to improve, and you can only get better. So, good job, Alan.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But you know, true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
New garage door or just need repairs? Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
Many people go blind to the opportunities in their own town. Visit places like Terry's Treasure, Cobblestone Interiors, Rocking A Boutique, and many more to find your needs. Shopping locally not only improves the environment around you, it also improves relationships in your town. So remember to support the Rabbs by getting some local grabs.
All right, and we're back. We do want to thank our sponsors, Rabbit TV, our main sponsors here, our huge sponsors that help us out so much and support us so well. Dylan Thompson Wealth Management, of course, Red River Lumber, located in Texarkana, and then the Atlanta City Development Corporation, which urges everyone to shop local, stay local, and just see what your local places have here to offer. And the races are off. We've got our varsity girls, varsity boys running together. This is the 1,600-meter run. Once again, we're going to follow the leaders. I'm sure very soon there's going to be people just all over the track. So we're going to do our best just to follow the leaders, probably the varsity boys. If they got some scores that pop up here in a second, we'll try to overlay those so you can see what happened with the JV race. I believe I see a lot of Tyler Grace in the lead on this one. And of course, Grace, I believe they're a private school out of Tyler, Texas. Come all the way here to Atlanta to run in this meet. And they've represented themselves very, very well. Everyone here has. So no matter which school you're associated with, you have to be proud of all of our student athletes who have participated here today. This is in the few years that I've been doing this is the first time that I've seen so many records broken, meet records. So this is an exceptional track season, it appears. Guys are still running. Our Grace is still in the lead there. Not sure who that is in second place. We do have an Atlanta guy in there. He's slowly trying to make his way up to the front. All right, it looks like we're going to probably finish up here a little after 4. We do have our results here from the JV Girls 1600 meter run. The finals here in first place, Addie Giesler from Atlanta, Ramos from McLeod, Nacogdoches in third place with, is that Besnell maybe? Pleasant Grove in fourth place. Fifth place Nacogdoches and sixth place Nacogdoches. So we had one Atlanta person in first place, then McLeod, Nacogdoches, Pleasant Grove, Nacogdoches, Nacogdoches. Nacogdoches is really representing the girls, especially this meet. They got to be proud of what they've put out today.
Atlanta, JV girls, 4x4.
And we'll go through and see if that made any change on our team totals. All right, it looks like with our JV girls team totals, Nacogdoches is still in first place with 157 points. Atlanta's got 102. Dangerfield, third place with 65. Liberty Ilo, fourth place, 64. And Pleasant Grove, fifth place with 48. That's the JV girls. Varsity race here. On your screen there, you can see a lot of our Tyler Grace people who made all the way from Tyler, some Gilmer folks. Like I say, this is an incredible meet. Lots of really talented schools that have come this way to participate. And we want to thank each and every one of them. I don't know if you can see in the background there, but it looks like some of our athletes were attacked by a tent. I think the wind may be kicking up a little bit, and depending on which direction you're running, that may or may not help you out. Still a couple of runners finishing up, almost done. Almost there. Setting up next is our very last event, the 4x400. 4x400 meter. We're going to start with our JV girls.
Lane 6, Nacogdoches. The results of the JV girls 1600 meter run. 6th place, Nacogdoches Kangaroos. 5th place, Nacogdoches Shadows. 4th place, Pleasant Grove Vintage. 3rd place, Nacogdoches Becknell. 2nd place, McLeod is Rabbs. 1st place from Atlanta, 6 minutes 31.70 seconds, Eddie Eastler. And running.
Just waiting around a second, letting them get ready.
The final for this, in 6th place is from Marshall Carlisle. 5th place.
Once again, we want to thank all of our sponsors. We also want to thank Game Day sponsors, because Game Day is broadcasting this as well. Texarkana Game Day. We want to thank you for allowing us to push our feed to your networks as it reaches so many more people. So their sponsors, of course, their main sponsors, State Bank, which is huge, and Texarkana Emergency Center. Thank you guys as well. Also our sponsors, Dillon Thompson Wealth Management, Red River Lumber, and the Atlanta City Development Corporation, who urges everyone to shop local here in Atlanta, Texas. We do have an incredible downtown. They have speakers up now, so everywhere you go downtown, you get to listen to some wonderful music. The shops are always open. You get to meet some of these shop owners. They have incredible stories, and they are passionate about what they sell and the service that they provide. And you can't always say that about the big box stores, but you can in downtown Atlanta, Texas. So be sure and shop local.
It's a requirement for Texas graduation. If you have any questions or concerns, contact the Counseling Center, Atlanta High School.
All right, I can see the JV girls are setting up for the 4x400. This is always a very competitive race, and today will be no different. I see a few, at least 2 teams for Nacogdoches, also for Atlanta. Unable to really tell the other teams there. Let me see if I can look that up real fast. Oh, and we got our varsity girls 1600 meter run. Lauren Dunn from Grace and Kayla Minnick from Grace. Atlanta comes in with Lucy Ransom in 3rd place. 4th place, Chavez from Gilmer. Hardcastle from Nacogdoches in 5th place. And Stewart from Atlanta in 6th place. So 2 Atlanta people, a couple of Grace, a Gilmer and a Nacogdoches. What a great race by all. There we go. Now we can see, looks like Nacogdoches and Atlanta already battling out for that 1st place spot. This is our first leg of the JV girls 4x400 meter race. Let me see if I can run down here and get you. Let's see, JV girls. first handoff after the first leg. We got 2 Atlanta teams, 2 Nacogdoches teams, and Pleasant Grove in there. Running for Pleasant Grove, it's Kennedy Warner, Riley Gilliam, Mariah Gann, Avery. Man, I'm so sorry if I mispronounced this, but it looks like Benich, maybe. For Atlanta, Yara Nard, Laura Day. We'll just say Laura. Brooklyn Thompson and Serenity Duckett. Also for Atlanta in lane 4, Brianna Phelps, Asia Hurd, Jalea Brown, and Alasia Sterling. For Nacogdoches in lane 5, Weems, Lopez, Fields, and Smith. And then in lane 6, also Nacogdoches, Brooks, Pruitt, Madrano, and Garcia. And it looks like Atlanta has a strong lead right now. Nacogdoches is following up, but it's probably a good 40 meters back. A good handoff. This should be the third leg. Atlanta has a commanding lead. Very good. Once again, very proud of everyone that showed up to here today to run. A lot of time and effort is put in by these student athletes, by these coaches, by the administration. And speaking of administration, we want to thank our administration. Of course, the principal here at Atlanta High School, Nancy Reinhardt. We want to thank her for all that she does to help us set up and have this meet as well. Of course, our athletic director, Coach Morton, and our superintendent, Jason Harris. And Atlanta's made another leg. This is going into their 4th leg after this handoff. Once again, a commanding lead by the JV girls here, the Atlanta team. Closely behind, not closely, but not far behind them is Nacogdoches. They are coming up 2nd place. They have another good handoff. Looks like, I think that's Pleasant Grove is in 3rd place currently, making their way. And then 4th place is Atlanta again. So, yep, there we go. Another good handoff for everybody. Yes, Pleasant Grove gets the handoff. Atlanta gets the handoff. Still on your screen, though, is your 1st place runner. That's Atlanta. Still in the lead. You don't see anyone close. Nacogdoches is probably about 30 yards or 30 meters behind. I don't see them being able to close the lead at this point. I'm going to go ahead and call it. Atlanta's going to win this, and then from this screen, this angle, you can see Nacogdoches, like I say, about 30 meters back, maybe 40 meters. Yep, there you go. You can see them pretty good right there. Atlanta is going to walk away with 1st place, barring any accidents. And there they cross the finish line. Nacogdoches is coming up in 2nd place. There she goes, Nacogdoches in 2nd. And then, oh, we've got a good runoff here. Hopefully we can catch that on camera. There they come. You can see them coming up. It is tight. Oh, where are they at? There they come. Okay. Atlanta was able to pass up our Pleasant Grove team barely, just right at the last 100 yards. So excellent run by all teams. Excellent run. They're setting up now for JV boys. JV boys 4x400. Once again, this is the last.
This will be the JV boys 4x400 relay. Running in lane 1, lane 2 Marshall, lane 3 Liberty Iowa, lane 4 Pleasant Grove, lane 5 Atlanta A, McLeod Team A. In lane 6. In lane 7 is Redwater. In lane 8 is McLeod BT.
Sorry about that. I had to sign off for just a second there. We had one of our personnel here at Rabbit TV had to switch them out real fast, but we are good to go still. As you can imagine, we are having to work some miracles here to make sure everyone is able to leave here in a timely manner so that they can go and get ready for prom tonight. Tonight is Atlanta High School prom. So all of our athletes, everybody here that's working, they are trying to get out in a quick way so that they can get ready and get all gussied up for prom. And yes, I did say gussied. That shows my age a little bit. I don't think people use that term anymore. Would Riz be more appropriate? Anybody? Riz? I was told not to say that, so I will not be saying that. I'm too old. But you're never too old to plan for your wealth and retirement. Dylan Thompson Wealth Management, he can help you with that. If you reach out to him, you're able to plan for your retirement, plan for what you expect to happen later in life, plan for college for maybe a young one, a grandson or a son or daughter. So go and see Dylan Thompson, Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. That's www.dt-wm.com. And here we are, JV boys. JV boys first leg. Let's see. Let me look this up so I'll make sure I can get all these names correct. They're JV boys. All right, and lane 1's Atlanta, lane 2 is Marshall. Lane 3, Liberty Ilo. Lane 4, Pleasant Grove. Lane 5, Atlanta. 6 is McLeod. 7 Redwater. And 8 is McLeod. JV boys. Pleasant Grove gets the first handoff, I believe, and they are off to the races. In lane 4. And running for Pleasant Grove is Trey Raymond, Jackson Gibson, Jamarian Richardson, and Hayden Wormington. And they are putting on a show for us. They've got they've fallen back into second place, it looks like, but they're fighting for first. Yep, and they are. They're back in it. For Atlanta in lane 1, Warren, Bird, Bolt, and Richardson. Marshall, lane 2 has Rogers, Walker, Sims, and Knox. Liberty Ilo in lane 3 has Moore, Collins, Galloway, and Mons. And then Atlanta in lane 5, Woodbury, Bard, Linwood, Kindred. McLeod in lane 6 has Blair, Dempsey, Patrick, and Smith. Redwater running in lane 7. Estrada, Bailey, Hatridge, and Estes. And then McLeod again in lane 8. Cook, Smith, Lucas, and Foster.
Results of the JV girls 4x400 in third place, Pleasant Grove. Second place, Nacogdoches in first place.
I believe that is LE and Pleasant Grove battling it out for first place. Let me check with our spotters.
Results of the varsity 1600 meter run.
No, that is McLeod. No.
Swanson, Chris Jackson in fourth place, and Pine Tree Farmers, third place, Greg College Racing. Second place, the Pine Tree Martinez in first place.
I believe that's Marshall.
Let's go, Chase!
Another good round of handoffs. We are following the leaders over there. And they have pretty much distanced themselves from third place. I don't see anybody being able to catch up with them at this point, probably. Though we do have one more leg after this one. That looks like Marshall and Pleasant Grove. Marshall in the lead right now. And there we go. Come on, camera guy. Such a tight race. I'm sorry, this is the fourth leg. This is it right here. Man, I love the close races. I don't know about anybody else, but the booth up here is electric. We love anything that's close and competitive like that. Excellent job. Excellent job to all teams, all teams. All right, and they're going to start setting up here in just a second for the varsity girls 4x400.
So the varsity girls 4x400 is going to be run in 2 heats. Consequently, they'll be taking the fastest time.
All right, so for the varsity girls 4x400, we're going to run this in 2 heats. 2 heats. And in our first heat, looks like in lane 2 we have Atlanta, lane 3 Gilmer, lane 4 is Longview, lane 5 is Atlanta, and lane 6 is Liberty Ilo. This is going to be our first heat for the varsity girls 4x400.
Lane 5 Atlanta A and lane 6 Liberty Island.
All right. Running for Atlanta is Garner, Thompson, Hanner, and Jones. Running for Gilmer in lane 3, Chavez, Newsom, Roach, and Jimerson. Lane 4 with Longview is going to be Stansell, Johnson, and Lewis. Now for Atlanta in lane 5, we've got Gillum, Partain, Hurd, and Martin. And then LE, lane 6, Garner, Parker, Hadaway, and Convarda. They are getting ready. Getting ready. Should be starting any moment now. Now you can see our interviewer, Keely Youngblood, making her way to the press box on camera.
Results of the JV boys 4x400 in 6th place Red White, 5th place Liberty Island, 4th place Class, 3rd place Atlanta A, 2nd place Pleasant Grove, 1st place 3 minutes 42.315 seconds. Marshall, running for Marshall, Rogers, Sims, Walker, Knox.
Very competitive race. Looks like Longview is way out there in first place. Atlanta is trying to catch up best they can in second place. I want to say that's Hurd for Atlanta running right now, if my eyes don't deceive me. Longview is really showing us what they're all about with this race. Their varsity girls are really out there. Remember, we have two heats for the varsity girls. This is heat 1. Hurd for Atlanta has closed a little bit of distance between her and our first place runner from Longview. I don't know if how big of a difference it's gonna make, but if I know Hurd, she is gonna continue to put in excellent effort to try to win this race. And unsuccessfully, though, she is going to make second place. Longview walks away with first. Ellie is coming in third. Gilmer in fourth place. And then Atlanta, the B team, is going to come in as our final runner. And then they're going to set up now for Heat 2 for our varsity girls. Heat 2 coming up. And Heat 2 is going to be in Lane 2, Redwater. Running for Redwater will be Bourne, Duncan, Tucker, and Latham. In Lane 3 is Dangerfield. Our friends just down the road. Hayes, Mound, Smith, and Neal. Nacogdoches is in Lane 4 with Fletcher, Willardson, Peters, and Whitaker. Lane 5 is Pleasant Grove with Rhodes, Crouch, Gibbs, and Henry. And then Marshall, Lane 6 with Allen, Ledbetter, Runnels, and Wilson. So once again, Redwater, Dangerfield, Nacogdoches, Pleasant Grove, and Marshall all running in Heat 2 for these varsity girls, the 4x400 meter race. And this is our last event. After this, we have our varsity boys, and that will be it. This has been a very successful day for everyone, I believe.
Those two items are in the press box.
All right, we're going to bring Josh Leto on here on the show today. Josh, you've been down there. You talked to a lot of athletes. Man, what's kind of the feeling on the field?
Honestly, it's just a lot of competitive spirit out there today. Everyone's enjoying themselves. They all feel great running. There have been a few, mishaps here and there, but overall, everyone's having a really good time out there today.
I love track. At the end of a lot of races, you'll see third and second, shake hands, or third and first, or, it seems they're very competitive when they're racing, but at the end of the race, that good sportsmanship comes out and they acknowledge, hey, you ran a great race, Do you see a lot of that down there? I see it from up here.
Yeah, at the very end, it's a lot of love for everyone out here. Everyone knows everyone's putting in a lot of hard work and everything like that, so yeah, everyone's just congratulating people for what they have put in and have done this year. So
I tell you, the harder you work on your game and the harder you work to be a better runner, the easier I think it is for you to recognize that greatness in other people,
Yeah, and at the very end, it just pushes more people to do their best and come out here and have fun.
And that's why I love a good track meet.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so they are getting ready. Varsity girls, final heat, and they're off. They are off. All right, you see our camera guys got all 5 in frame right now, but very soon there's going to be a gap that starts to emerge. There it is. All right, so Pleasant Grove, I want to say, no, I'm sorry. Who is that? Yeah, Pleasant Grove, I think, in second place. Marshall in first, or they're fighting back and forth right now. Yeah, PG looks like they're going to come out in front in first place here in just a second. Dangerfield, don't count them out. They are coming up real fast. They've actually overtaken and got second place. Dangerfield has always got speed, and they always come loaded to this meet. Here we go for our first handoff. Everything looks good. Looks like Dangerfield and Pleasant Grove out in front. By quite a ways, they're starting to develop a little bit of a lead there. But I don't think you can count out Marshall or Nacogdoches, especially today. They have really shown out. And it looks like Marshall is trying to gain and take over second place. They're pushing really hard, and they've got it. They've got second place. So PG still in first for these varsity girls second heat. And Marshall is moving very quickly. Also Nacogdoches coming in there. Nacogdoches is overtaking third place. PG still in first, but Marshall's right there trying to make a move, and the move has been made. Marshall's taking first place for this varsity girls 4x400 meter race. And Marshall honestly looks like they are not tired one bit. I think they could do another lap and be okay. My goodness. Good handoff for Marshall, and they are off. PG's in second, Nacogdoches in third on this final. Oh, this isn't final. They got another leg after this, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Josh, you got to keep me in check, man.
Yeah.
I will just say random things sometimes.
It's okay. We all just stray a little bit.
I stray a lot.
It happens.
And Marshall maintains that first place spot right now. Pleasant Grove, Nacogdoches in second and third right behind. It's any of those schools coming out on top on this race, I think. All depends on this last leg. All those gaps can be overtaken very quickly. Dangerfield has fallen way back, unfortunately.
I think it's all going to come down to this final handoff, really.
And then I believe is that Redwater in the very back there, I think that's Redwater. All right, final handoff. Marshall is off. PG, Nacogdoches, they are all grouped together. Out of those, that's going to be our first place winners. One of them are going to take it. And PG's making their move, taking over first place. Marshall's in second place. Nacogdoches in third place still.
Nacogdoches catching up slowly.
PG out in front. Nacogdoches is taking second place. PG still in front. Marshall moving to third in the varsity girls 4x400 meter second heat. We're going to have to wait for the times to see who actually is going to win in these finals. But there is a tighter shot of your Pleasant Grove runner. Not sure who that is, but they are out in front. There we go. And yep. PG's got enough of a lead that I'm going to say they got first place. Nacogdoches and Marshall behind by about 20 yards. And Nacogdoches is going to come away with second. Marshall's going to take third in the second heat. Dangerfield right there. No quit in Dangerfield. They are still trucking. She is coming in fourth place. And then I believe that's Redwater that's going to take fifth. Good job to all of our runners for the varsity girls. We'll let you know as soon as we can who actually won this race according to the times. And while we wait for that, of course, our varsity boys are going to set up. Varsity boys, let's see, hopefully they're just one heat. We'll find out though. Yes, yes, our varsity boys won heat. This is the 4x400 meter race for the varsity boys. In lane 1 for Atlanta, we have Alan Leach, Kyle Gross, Aiden Boston, and Shaden Williams. Lane 2 for Tyler Grace, we have Grayson Gaddis, Colton Harmon, Blake Harmon, and Drew Gaddis. Looks like 2 sets of relatives there. What do you think, Josh?
We're at
right there?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, hopefully they got that sibling connection. They can just run through.
And for Atlanta in lane 3, we have Isaiah or Ike Chandler, Jabrandon Wells, Eli Riojas, and Matthew Morin.
Macho Mateo.
And then lane 4 for Pleasant Grove, KJ Reeder, Cole Ship, Jonah Dempsey, Jaden Scales. Lane 5 is Marshall, Jeremiah McCowan, DJ Goudot, Spencer Taylor, Keyshawn Foster. Hallsville's in lane 6. Callan Reed, Jace Mosley, Joshua Horn, Cameron Browning, lane 7, Liberty Ilo, Tavarius Neal, Byron Sanders, Carter Stanley, Jabari Tatum. Redwater's in lane 8 with Jaden Hansen, Colin Narins, Brandon Beatty, and Colt Morrow. So we have 2 teams for Atlanta, and then Tyler Grays, Pleasant Grove, Marshall, Hallsville, Liberty Ilo, and Redwater. And this, I believe, will be a tight race. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's going to be real close, especially between the Atlanta teams and probably the I might have to go PG or something like that, but it is going to be a really close race.
I will say PG has done really well at this meet, it seems like to me.
Longview too, I mean, they had, that one girl break a Atlanta record, I'm pretty sure?
Yes. A couple of records broken today, and you rarely see that.
It was just a really strong day for a lot of people out here tonight, or today.
Respect. And have we seen anything yet for the varsity girls? Has anybody heard any time? Let me check with my studio staff real quick to see if we have anything. I'll be right back. And it looks like the scores got biased here with our timing software because we were watching the other race. No biggie though. We will get that to you as soon as we can. But the varsity boys are underway.
Looks like Atlanta's pulling in the. Where is that, Atlanta?
I can't tell. I want to say that's Liberty Island.
Peanut in the very back for Atlanta, it looks like, but he's slowly gaining. Redwater and Ellie fighting for first right now, but Marshall coming up, taking first on that last curve.
Yeah, so Grace is in second, looks like. Oh, up there goes Atlanta coming in. They're going to end up probably second place is first leg. Let's see how the pass. Oh, it's a good handoff.
Eli Riojas immediately jumping the gate right there and just going.
But can they catch up to Marshall, who has shown that they have got an incredible relay team? Looks like we are gaining on them, or we, when I say we, I mean Atlanta, I apologize. Marshall's still in first, but Atlanta is gaining. They are going to try to make a move here in just a second.
This handoff is going to be close.
and very critical. This is a critical handoff.
Especially going into the third leg.
Looks like Macho Mateo, second place, and if you know him, he is a competitor. He is going to be on the heels of Marshall this entire lap.
If not in front of them towards the very end.
Let's see how he plays it. Right now he's playing, he looks like he's being kind of conservative.
Yeah, just waiting for that right moment to burst out in front of him.
I do know that Marshall and Atlanta have really distanced themselves from the rest of the competitors today. They're out in front by at least 40 meters if I were to eyeball it. There they come around the last turn before the straightaway, and now would be the time for him to turn on those jets. But they both look like they're pretty tired. He's got a little bit of ground to cover there. Let's see what happens. All right, and they are off. This is the final leg of the boys 4x400 meter relay, and it looks like Atlanta is still going to be second place to Marshall's first place. On the back end straightaway, they are pushing, but it looks like Marshall's getting a little more distance there. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to see the beginning, but was there a baton dropped at the very beginning by Atlanta? I want to say there was, but I'm not 100%. I have to figure that part out. I'm not sure. Marshall is really broken away from everyone else. They've got at least a 40-meter lead on Atlanta, who's going to be second place. Marshall's coming in first. Anxious to see their time, but a good run by Marshall.
Great one, honestly.
Absolutely. Atlanta's coming in second place, which is not what I expected. But regardless, very happy with the outcome. You can't be upset about a second place win.
Yeah. Ellie in third. Looks like Grace came in fourth.
And last up, who is that last place? Ellie is going to come out there. And that is your boys varsity 4x400 meter race. Guys, this has been Rabbit TV's coverage for the Runnin' Rabbs relays here in Atlanta, Texas. Josh, you have anything to say before we sign off?
Great day out there to all the people, working the event, just coming out here, doing their best. Proud of everyone running track today. They did great, everyone. And it's just been a good day.
Now we're going to wait just a second, see if the times pop up. Once those times pop up, we can give you all kind of an answer on the times for that race. Then we're going to go ahead and sign off. We got some prom to get ready for.
Going to be a good night for all the seniors tonight.
I hope so. I hope everyone stays safe and has an incredible time. It's time to make memories. That's what prom's all about. That's what this meet was all about as well.
Yes, yes.
Before we sign off, though, I do want to thank our sponsors, Dylan Thompson Wealth Management here in Atlanta, Texas. Also, Red River Lumber, who can design your future. Here we go. Marshall came in first place. Atlanta, Pleasant Grove, Grace, Hallsville, Redwater, and Liberty ILO. Those are your finishes for the Varsity Boys 4x400 meter relay. Also want to thank the Atlanta City Development Corporation advising everyone to shop local, especially here in Atlanta, Texas. Also, Texas County Emergency Center and the other game day sponsor, State Bank. Thanks to everyone here. Big shout out to Coach Nick Miller for the Atlanta Rabbits, who put all of this together. He put in hours and hours and hours of work, sweat and tears probably, to put this together. He did an exceptional job. So for Josh and myself, Mr. Whitehead, we want to sign off and tell everyone to have a great day and keep on running.